Utah commit at one point. Bryce Benson, a freshman from Harriman, and then Jack Thau, who is the returning experience guy that got a few starts last year and some playing time sprinkled in there. So will be interesting to see who he goes with. He kind of wanted to leave that a mystery heading into today, at least when I was talking with him. We have the depth chart in front of us. I'm going to leave this a mystery for the folks listening. I kind of want to leave a little bit of a tease for them to see which of those three ultimately does take the first snaps under center today. Yeah. But in the skill positions, everybody's new except for C.J. Rabb III. He is the only returning man that recorded stats last year. Kid who played at Bishop Gorman, has a lot of talent. If anyone knows high school football across the nation, Bishop Gorman out of Las Vegas, always near the top. And so expect C.J. to contribute, but it's a lot of new names at those skill positions.
Yeah, breaking them in. We got a kid from Manti.
Yes.
On the depth chart, Papa is the backup running back, at least on this depth chart. So, yeah, hoping to call his number, see him play today.
You have not missed a Papa game
called
from
most
high school on. Yeah. On the defensive side, not a lot coming back there either. They put a bunch of guys on their defense to the next level. Several guys at Weber State. One of their stud linebackers last year Tayson Reed ends up at the University of Utah. So you got a P4 kid out of that from Snow College. But they do bring back Caleb Miller at nose tackle. He was really solid the middle for them last year. Rome Martin is back at cornerback, and then Lawrence Taylor the fourth. They had Mario Williams and Lawrence Taylor last year on defense, and that always made me chuckle.
Yeah.
Just two very, very good, strong names. So as far as that goes, but needless to say, it's become the era we live in college football. Period. But this has kind of always been the era of junior college football. Guys just move on. You got 2 years.
Sure. Yeah, go show yourself and go move on to a 4-year college. And Snow, a lot of these guys, as you mentioned, have. I've done. This is my 6th year doing these games. This is the least that I know the kid's coming back.
Yeah,
the guy's coming back. This is the least of that in these 6 years. Just whole new roster, and maybe 6-5 last year. Maybe that's an indication of that. Yeah. Coach Erickson thinking he needs some new guys moving into this new conference, which we haven't even talked about yet. Yeah. Just needed to up the talent, maybe.
Before we get to the conference, we're going to roll the interview. I had a chance to catch up with Coach Erickson earlier this week. Such a great interview. Makes my life so easy. Just want to give Zach that shout out that he is very easy to talk to and give some very thoughtful answers. Here's what he had to say to me earlier this week. Pre-game chat to Coach Week 1, Garden City. The season's here. That long dog days of summer are over, fall camp's over. Very excited to get this season underway.
Yeah. You talk about summer and fall camp. I mean, I've been waiting for this since December. Walking off the field there in Iowa, just really bad taste in my mouth and our team's mouth. I think not only from that game and the way it ended, but kind of the whole season. So I've been waiting a long 7.5 months to be able to get out there. So we're excited that it's here.
It's a 2-year deal with Garden City. You guys will pay a trip there next season. But really, not a lot of scheduling you had to do. You and I caught up about that earlier in the week on our podcast. But looking at scheduling this game, what were you looking for in your non-conference matchup, knowing that now, joining the Southwest Junior College Football Conference, we've got a long season of quality opponents ahead. What were you looking for in this matchup?
This was a conversation point for sure in our offices. I wanted Iowa Western. That's just, you guys know me, and so I want to play the best. And so while our schedules didn't work out with Western, because this will be the first year since I've been here that we haven't played Western, at least yet.
Yeah,
right? We very much plan on playing them late November, early December. But when that didn't work out early in the season, we wanted to try to find the best opponent that we possibly could. There was no, let's just get a win. It was at least from me, it was let's get the best opponent that we possibly could. And so when Garden hired a new coach, they hired the offensive coordinator from Hutch. He came over, and he's now the new head coach there at Garden. We got in touch with each other and said, hey, can we work this out? And, we were able to get the dates and times right. And so, we're excited. And we're most excited that we're right out of the gate. There's no, let's go. We are. You're not going to have a game that you're going to have to kind of ease into, right? We better be on our P's and Q's from the opening kickoff, week 0, against a team that traditionally is going to be in the top 10, year in and year out. And so we're really excited. The history of Garden City, they have they're like I said, you look at some of the guys that are on their alumni list, and that NFL list is deep and long and at every position. And so, and it's a fun place to play when you return the game, right? They have a great atmosphere out there as well. They are a great host when we go out there. And so we're looking forward to being able to get going with these guys. And ready or not, like I said, we're here.
Let's talk a little bit about the X's and O's side of the match. You mentioned new coach coming over from Hutch. What can we expect out of Garden City, both on offense and defense this week?
Yeah, so, first game, it's a little bit of an unknown. And so we think we have a beat, right? So we've been breaking down Hutch's offense, from the last couple of years. We got a ton of film on them, so we've been kind of studying that throughout the offseason. And then they promoted their defensive backs coach to the defensive coordinator. And so the best we can know is maybe he's going to run the same thing that they were running last year. And so we've been diving into some of that. And so as we've kind of tried to piece that together, I think we have a pretty good idea. If you were to watch Hutch's offense last year and maybe Garden's defense, that's probably what we're going to get. However, we have prepared for some alternatives as well. You got to be ready. Week 1, you get out there. Who knows what they could come out in? They could come out and surprise the crap out of us and do something that we've never seen before on film, and we got to be ready for that. And so while we are specifically planning on, like I said, a similar Hutch-based offense versus a traditional Garden defense, we got to be prepared for pretty much anything.
You guys have had a quarterback battle going on at this camp. I asked you about this a year ago. Without revealing as much as you'd like to and whatnot, how has that position battle gone throughout camp, and what can we expect to see Saturday as far as the level of play? Maybe not who's going to be out there, but what to expect level-wise.
I would expect the level of play to be very high. We've got 7 guys in the room, and if we're talking ability, they are all very good athletes. They all can throw the ball well. Most of them can move and run well. I think we've had 4 guys that have kind of separated themselves maybe, and they have been battling day in and day out. They each have a very unique skill set. I think overarching, they all can do everything good, but then I think each one of them has that thing that kind of separates them from.
Which one? And we welcome you back in. Just about set for kickoff here. Love talking to Coach Erickson. And
great interview.
I find it very cool and fascinating that despite that they're playing in a new conference, the Southwest Junior College Football Conference, he still wanted to go out and schedule a top-tier opponent in their lone non-conference NJCAA game. And that's what we have here today as the Badgers and Garden City get set to get underway. Badgers in the home orange uniforms with the blue numbers, white helmets, white pants. Garden City sitting in the black helmets with the white jerseys and black pants. And we are underway as Joseph Brandt sends this into the end zone. Opportunity for Garden City on a return. They get out to the 15 sideline, 30, 35, and the kicker has to force him on the sideline out of bounds. Not a great start special team-wise from Snow College, but needless to say, great start for Garden City.
Yeah, great return there out to the outside. They set up that wall to the left side for the returner, and he used it. Took Joseph Brandt getting a hand on him to push him out of bounds.
Joseph, we didn't bring this up. Brandt does return. He was the main kicker last year. He's kicking and punting this year, so he'll be doing both duties. Great field position for the Broncbusters. I don't think I mentioned that's the mascot. They're the Broncbusters.
Yeah.
And so kind of a fun name for Garden City, and they will start out here with a tight formation. Single receiver near side for Garden City is they're going to go with kind of a receiver back in the slot near the quarterback. It's going to be an option keep for the QB right side. Now pitch left, right side, first down and then some for Garden City. They run that kind of a triple option type look, Greg. and it is a nice take. Number 4, Jamarcus Smith, who's listed as a wide receiver on the depth chart for Garden City. He takes it forward and gets the first down.
Yeah, a lot of space out there for the quarterback to get that pitch out to the right side, wide side of the field. And, yeah, good run there.
First down and 10, Garden City quickly into Badger territory. Again, a top 15 matchup to open the regular season. Tyrell Lewis is in at quarterback for Garden City. As he goes with a hard count, takes the snap, back to pass. It's a little low, but caught. And excuse me, that's Anthony McQueen at quarterback, not Tyrell Lewis, number 16, the 195-pound freshman for the Broncbusters. Moves the sticks for a first down.
I think that was Ozzie Williams out there for Snow. Right, knocking that, or just about knocking that one down. Pretty good defense there. Swung his arm through there, just not able to knock that one away.
It was a little bit of a low pass, too, and Jamarcus Smith, who had the rush, also with the reception here early. So Jamarcus Smith with both receptions here. First down and 10, Broncbusters at the Badger 35-yard line. McQueen takes the snap. It's going to be a handoff right side. Badgers convene quickly and defended extremely well by the Badgers. Will Warner, the free safety, came up and made the play. No gain.
Drayson Afavai, the freshman out of Westlake High School, was the first one to get low there from his linebacker position, get around the ankles. Trying that pistol formation as Garden City, trying to get the running back with a little bit of a head of steam, but he did a good job to go low.
McQueen's got trips near side, doesn't expect the snap, still catches it, is going to take a shot on the far side, down the sideline, incomplete. There are no flags, good coverage downfield. Once again, that's Ozzie Williams, a name we've already called twice on this opening drive.
Yeah, it looked like Garden City was just throwing that one away. The quarterback there, Anthony McQueen, that was pretty close. I mean, he knew where his receiver needed to be to get to that one. It was a little bit outside his hands, but it just a broken play and just lived to play another down.
Heads up by McQueen. The snap hit him in the shoulder because he wasn't ready for it. It was a early snap. So now 3rd and 10. Can the Badgers get off the field here? Trips far side for McQueen. Takes the snap. 3-step drop. Throws over the middle. It's complete. Defender fell down for Snow, and the receiver gets right to the sticks. Jaden Landrum, a sophomore, 6'3 sophomore, makes the snag. They're going to say give him the first down and move the sticks. That was exactly the 10 yards that the Broncbusters needed.
Excellent pocket there by the Broncbusters. McQueen able to just sit back there in the pocket and pick out his open receiver.
And one of the Badger linebackers just fell down. I think he lost his footing. Otherwise, there's a good chance that doesn't go for 10 yards.
Yeah.
Now to the 24-yard line for Garden City. McQueen claps the hands. It's going to be a quarterback option. Pitch right side. The ball's bobbled. The Badgers get there in a hurry, and an excellent open field tackle by number 30, the strong safety, Jacob Turagavao, with the stop, and it's a loss of 3 on the play. Brings up 2nd and long.
That wide side of the field triple option worked the first time. That one did not work so well. The pitch wasn't as good. The spacing wasn't as well for the Broncbusters. And Jacob did a good job from his defensive back. I think he's coming up from that safety position to make a play there. Kid out of Timpview High School.
It'll be 2nd down and 12 here for Garden City. McQueen claps the hands. Handoff left side. Trying to get to the outside. The Badgers trip it up in the backfield. That's number 35, 36, Greg. 35, Sal Tafisi, the sophomore linebacker, with an excellent shoestring tackle.
Awesome job keeping that outside contained. Just barely able to get the feet, but not letting them get to the edge. They had overloaded the blockers over on that side, had Garden City. So a good job by him to get past that one. You see that was Sal Tafisi?
Yes.
Linebacker out of Riverton.
3rd down and 11. It was 3rd and 10 the last time for the Broncbusters, and McQueen converted it with a pass over the middle. McQueen back to pass. Badgers just bring 4. McQueen being chased, and he goes down. First sack of the season for the Badgers. An excellent play from Snow College's number 15, Fale Atuia. The redshirt freshman brings him down and forces 4th and long. Is this out of field goal range? Is this punt situation here? We'll see. That sack came at a big time, and I believe with the altitude here, Garden City is going to say, we're going to try the field goal.
There you go.
49-yard field goal attempt here.
Kind of what I figured they would do there, yeah.
Special teams, they do not have a kicker listed, but number 18 is the one doing it.
Tucker Rinker.
Snaps good, hold good, kick is on its way, and it is
just
through
barely.
for 3. Rinker able to drill it, and Garden City comes away with 3. 10:33 remaining in the opening quarter. It's Garden City 3, Snow College 0 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, SnowTV, and Centricom Channel 10.
My art is an expression of my identity. As an artist, my identity is everything. Every stroke I make depicts my purpose, and every signature brings my dreams to life. I am La Morena. With my style checking account from Mountain America Credit Union, I can create with confidence, knowing I have built-in identity protection. This premium future lets me stay focused and bring color to the world. Open a new checking account today. Make my style your lifestyle.
So the mentality of bend, don't break for the Snow College Badgers prevails as they hold Garden City to just 3 points, a 49-yard field goal too. But that was a big sack by Fale Atuia, the redshirt freshman. At least made the field goal more difficult and maybe, took out. I mean, it was 3rd and 11, so likely there wasn't going to be any kind of 4th down attempt that far back, Greg. But still good to see the Badgers defense get better as that drive went on.
Yeah, beat that left tackle coming off the edge, and Fale just hustling down the line and able to get the quarterback from behind. I don't think McQueen even felt him until he got hit.
Felt him at the end.
Yeah.
So now Garden City to kick off. Badgers will have the football for the first time tonight. Back to return for Snow College. Will Warner and LaDanian Wall, 2 of the guys that you'll see return kicks a lot this year. I believe Ozzie Williams is back there right now. Kick on its way, and an opportunity for Warner. He's going to smartly take a knee. Thought about it for a moment, and instead the Badgers will bring it out 1st and 10. First time we'll see Snow College under center. It's Bryce Benson who does get the call start tonight this afternoon at quarterback. He is a true freshman from Harriman High School, I believe. So,
yep. Threw for about 1,500 yards last year for the Mustangs from Harriman. I should have checked in his senior season. I don't know if he's like a return missionary. That was his stats.
That was the latest stats you had on him.
Yeah, let's check that, shall we?
We got 2 receivers near side for Bryce.
2025, so he's
a true freshman.
Yep.
Single receiver far side for Benson. And he'll go with the single back at his hip, and that is Aqualis Jordan, a running back. They're excited about the whole running back room. Coach said about 6 different backs competed for that starting job. Jordan gets the carry right away, a decent hole to start. Jordan keeps the legs rolling, and he's going to get 3, maybe 4 yards before the pile's blown dead. Really give him 5 on that, the way that official just kind of keeps sliding down, Greg. A good run to start from Aqualis Jordan.
Yeah, he hit that hole hard to get to that second level quick. You can tell why they like him. Kid out of Liberty High School in Texas is what they list him as.
San Antonio area?
I think it was it Houston? I'll look.
If it's San Antonio, I may need to get some churro wrecks from him. As Benson's
Houston,
in shotgun.
Texas.
Oh, Houston, okay. Benson's going to take a shot on 2nd down and long. Ball nearly intercepted out of bounds as he took a shot for Rockwell Magleby, the sophomore. Back deep in coverage for Garden City was Jameer Washington. So 2nd and 4 becomes 3rd and 4 now. Don't mind him taking a shot early necessarily, getting that arm warmed up.
Yeah, just a little high for Magleby there on the sideline. No chance for a defender to take it, though.
Benson's got trips far side, single near side with Jordan at his right hip. Benson takes the snap. It's going to be an option keep. Benson keeps himself, runs forward, and gets the 1st down. A nice option read there from Bryce Benson as he moves the sticks. Badgers with their first down of the year, and oh no. Bryce Benson is down. Already asking for some help from the sideline. Oh, geez. For all the issues you had last year at quarterback, at least 2, maybe 3 major injuries, and have your quarterback go down the first time he takes contact.
You hate to see that. He was, first time, a good decision there. Pulled that out, didn't give it to Jordan there, and took it around the outside. Knew he could get enough for a 1st down. He's getting up quickly, but he was calling for the trainers over there, so you like to see that. He doesn't look like he's limping or anything. I wonder if he just got the wind knocked out.
Stinger maybe type situation.
Yeah,
kind of
the way
shaking
he's
his arm
those
off.
Arms, yeah.
So he'll at least have to sit for 1 play. The good news is your backup, Jack Thau, has some experience, and it won a couple games for you last year. But
threw for 700 yards on the season last year, nine touchdown passes. Jack definitely won't be scared of it.
Sure,
he's played in big games.
As Benson does go to the medical tent, Jack Thau in at quarterback for the Badgers. Takes the snap. It's going to be a give to Jordan. Jordan bounces off tackle right side, and just a whole slew of defenders right there, including for Garden City. Is that number 9 that came up with that stop, Greg?
I had 95, Austin Flaherty, get out of Boise, kind of close to home here.
Yeah.
Bet you his family made the trip down.
It's a lot shorter of a drive than out to Garden City, I can tell you that.
Yeah, and they drove. We saw all their buses. Garden City drove here. They didn't fly.
That's why we're playing at noon.
Yeah.
On a hot August day. Thau to pass. Near side complete for a first down. A nice completion. Jack Thau gets it out to Rockwell Magleby on the sideline. Moves the sticks for the Badgers, and they are into Broncbuster territory.
Rockwell's got some good size out there at receiver. 6'2", 205 is what they list him at, out of Provo.
You look at all the Badger receivers, only one listed under 6 feet, and that's at 5'11". So this is a big wide receiver group this year. Coach Zach Erickson and wide receiver coach Michael Dixon.
Big tight ends as well.
Man comes in motion, a jet sweep to the outside, and just read perfectly, but staying on his feet as the receiver, and then ultimately gets tripped up. The initial contact made by John Amone, this freshman linebacker, and then that was finished off by Tristan Abram from his defensive end spot.
Yeah, trying to run kind of a wide receiver sweep to the short side of the field is tough if you don't get those blocks on the outside, and the tackling tight end just didn't get those seal blocks, and that was blown up from the start. New turf here in Ephraim.
That's right.
Just got that a few weeks ago.
Yeah. Zach said it's fantastic. It's as advanced and up-to-date as any turf in the country.
Nice. Love to hear it.
They were having so many issues with the old turf that they kind of got a killer. The company felt kind of bad, so they gave him a killer deal on this new turf. So the only thing he doesn't like when you put new turf in, a lot of rubber. You're tracking that rubber everywhere you go with you in your cleats and your shoes. Yeah. But aside from that, it's held very well, and he's very happy with how that's done. I like the new end zones.
Yeah,
with that snow kind of script-ish. It's not a full-on script font, but that unique Snow College font.
Yeah.
It looks good, to say the least. So the Badgers with a big loss after picking up the first down. They lose 8, so second down and 18. Badgers will go 2 receivers far side, single near side with a tight end far side as well. Thau still in at quarterback as Jack gets a new play call in from the sideline. Again, if you're just joining us, Bryce Benson got the start at quarterback. Steve Smedley, I was told, is injured today as well. So 2 of your 3 quarterbacks are down at the moment. See if Benson returns, but Thau brings a tight end right to left, takes the snap. It's going to be a handoff right side. And the push forward, it gets a couple, 3, maybe 4 of those yards back. As that ball goes, number 44, the ball carrier for Snow College in this instance.
Jaden Buckner. Yeah, running back out of Bishop Manigault Catholic High School in Reno.
You ever been to Reno?
I have.
I've never been.
Went on hot August nights, and I got a story about that.
Okay.
Not today.
Yeah. Third and long for Thau. He's going to load up. He's got a receiver one-on-one and just overshoots. Badgers want a penalty. They won't get it. It was C.J. Rabb deep. There was pretty, in my opinion, equal hand fighting going on between the two. They say nothing deserved to be called, and so now it'll bring up fourth down. Badgers will be forced to punt it away.
Yeah, a little bit of a promising drive. One first down, right? 2 first downs.
2 first downs.
Yeah, 2 first downs. You had that pass to Magleby and the run by Benson. But just barely past midfield, going to have to punt, make Garden City go the full length of the field.
So Joseph Brandt on to punt, as Brandt will handle kicking and punting duties this year. And this not a great start to his punting season, as it's a high kick, takes a friendly Garden City bounce. That's only going to go out to about the 31, 32-yard line, and he kicked it from about his own 39. So not a great net punt overall.
Yeah, he kicked it from about the 39, but the ball was at, the 40, 48? So it was about a 15-yard punt here is all. Yeah.
You know, and he's been a kicker his career. I don't know if they just couldn't find a punter or if he just won that job in camp, what that looked like, but Not a great first punt. Decent field position here for Garden City. Not their best field position of the day. They had the kickoff return out past the 40, but they will start it at the 33-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Broncbusters.
Special teams has been big so far. Field goal, nice special teams return, kick return by the Broncbusters on the first one, and now that short punt.
McQueen takes the snap. Now it's Tyrell Lewis in at quarterback, so maybe they're running a 2-quarterback system, but that run goes absolutely nowhere for Elijah West Dua. The freshman takes it forward for just a gain of a yard.
Yeah, early in the year, obviously the Broncbusters are okay with a couple of their quarterbacks, giving them both a shot. We'll see if they start sticking with one or if they just go drive by drive the rest of this game. That's kind of interesting. I don't like it when my teams that I'm cheering for do that. But, you know.
As a broadcaster, it's fascinating.
Yeah.
Lewis takes the snap, back to pass. Badgers bring 4. Pocket holds for a moment. Now Lewis is going to roll to his left, become a thrower at the last second. Has a receiver wide open, but led him too far. I think Lewis was planning on running, saw his receiver leak at the last second, and ends up overthrowing that. He would have been better to tuck and run, in my opinion there, Greg.
Yeah, it would have been better to tuck and run with the way it worked out, but he had a receiver open. I mean, it wasn't a bad decision to make that throw. He's got to make the throw. Yeah, that was clear far over his head. Not a chance on that one. But, yeah, you're right. He would have had some yards if he would have ran.
6:42 remaining here in the opening quarter, and the Broncbusters faced with a quick 3rd and 9. Badgers would love to get off the field with a quick 3 and out.
Yeah, kind of need it right here.
6:42 again here in the opening quarter. If you're just joining us, Garden City leads 3-0. Number 10 versus number 13 to open up the season in a non-conference matchup. As the Lewis takes the snap. Pump fakes with it, throws over the middle, caught right at the sticks. See where forward progress marks him. It's going to depend on the spot. It's right there as the pass was complete to wide receiver Gage Miesi.
Wesley Valgertson for the Badgers, big hit. 6'3", 185 kid playing DB, a 6'3" defensive back.
Oof.
Don't see a lot of those. That kid out of Lone Peak. Lone Peak took a beating last night to IMG, which is not all that surprising.
In Utah, it was at Lone Peak. I didn't realize it was in Alpine.
Alpine, yeah.
So 4th down and 1, and the offense is staying out there, at least for now, for Garden City. So as they near midfield.
Those linebackers are off a little bit, those middle. See if they'll come up the middle. They're showing it.
They take the snap. It's a run play left side, and the Badgers get in and blow it up, and we'll have excellent field position out past the 40-yard line. I believe
Fale again.
Fale Atuia came up with the initial hit. It was finished off by a couple other players out there, including Max Johnson from his defensive tackle position.
Great job to get the ball back to the Badgers. All the momentum was on the Broncbusters side, and Snow is able to flip that and get the ball kind of no harm, no foul from that short punt on the last possession.
So Badgers
got to feel lucky there. Now you got to capitalize, though.
You know, and that was an issue they'd have last year, too. They'd be given a gift and not be able to capitalize on it. So now get an early test to see how you'll do there. Bryce Benson back in at quarterback.
Love to see it.
Yes, 2 to either side for Benson. Takes the snap. Back to pass on first down. He's going to take a shot into double coverage. Receiver goes up to grab it, and it's snagged in. Down inside the 5 at the 1-yard line. What a snag from LaDainian Wall. Into double coverage, and the Badgers come away with it.
What I was just going to say, Tanner, you throw that into double coverage. Probably not the best read right there, but he knew LaDainian. Bryce knew LaDainian could go up and get that one, and he grabs it and brings it in at the 1. What a play. What a throw. What a grab.
If LaDainian Tomlinson was nicknamed LT, do we nickname LaDainian Wall L-Dub?
L-Dub. Right there, that was L-Dub.
1st and goal from the 1 now for the Badgers.
Trying to help his team pick up a dub to start the year.
Split back set here for Bryce Benson. Badgers look to get on the board and take an early lead here. Benson takes the snap, give to Jordan left side. I'll tackle it into the end zone. No touching. Aqualis Jordan finds the end zone for the first time this season, and the Badgers take a 6-3 lead with the PAT pending.
Good blocking out there. Mele Fanua out there at the offensive line position. Big kid out of Providence Hall, 6'3", 314. Great seal block there to allow his running back to get into the end zone behind him.
A former nutrition student here at Snow College is
Miley.
Right? Yeah, yeah. That'll be
his favorite Snow College teacher.
I'll have to ask him. If we get him on, I'll ask him.
Yeah.
Extra point here. Badgers have done this the last couple of years, kind of the swinging gate style type PAT, and then they just line up and most of the time will kick it. So Joseph Brandt, they now line up. Snaps good, hold good. Brandt's kick is through. So with 4:52 remaining in the opening period, it's Snow College 7, Garden City 3 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. SnowTV and Centricom Channel 10.
Doesn't that sound relaxing? At Risk Managers, we want to help you always feel that relaxed. So when you hear this, or this, or this, you know that you're protected. Peace of mind insurance solutions for individuals and businesses so that you can always sit back and enjoy your drink.
Welcome back on in. Badgers get their first score of the season, and it was a two-play drive, Greg. A bomb to start from Bryce Benson to L-Dub. LaDainian Wall makes a contested double coverage catch, and then it's walked in by Aqualis Jordan for 6 one play later.
Yeah, nice drive there. We mentioned they got to finish this drive. You were given a gift. You created a gift.
Yes.
Turnover on downs. And then they were able to finish.
Return here from Garden City as they get to the edge again, out past the 30 to the 35. But we do have a couple of flags back near the 20-yard line, so good chance this comes back. And maybe that's what sprung that one. I'm thinking Snow's got to figure something out on that far side edge on special teams, but that time might have been a little extra assistance.
Yeah, we'll see what the White Hat calls here. But, yeah, I think that's why they were able to break it down the left side that time.
Interested, Greg, to see what Garden City elects to do here offensively. They've been aggressive, right? Going for it on fourth down in your own territory. When they've played two quarterbacks between Tyrell Lewis and Anthony McQueen. And if they're really doing a rotating situation, I'd expect to see McQueen back out for this drive.
The drive with McQueen obviously was more a better drive.
Yeah.
Got clear down the field, ended up with a field goal. So a block in the back and a hold.
You can only accept one.
Yeah. 10 yards from the spot for the hold. That'll put Garden City right up against their own end zone.
A little bit different than being out near the 40.
Yeah.
So first down and 10 for the Broncbusters. They're going to mark this at about the 12-yard line is where Garden City will start. Coming up 9 years ago now, I had the broadcast opportunity of a lifetime to be a college intern for the voice of the Cougars, Greg Wrubell. One thing he had me go in and track after each game and kind of put in his database was average starting field position. So I've always been very fascinated by that. Started, Garden City was looking like they were going to dominate that stat. The Badgers have kind of flipped the script with the fourth down stop, and now after this penalty, see how Garden City starts on this drive. And it is Lewis in at quarterback again. He keeps it up the gut, falls forward, a decent gain on first down, make it maybe a gain of 6 before he's ultimately stopped in the defensive backfield by Will Warner.
Yeah, pretty good second-level block there by the lineman for Garden City to allow him to get past even the linebackers into the defensive secondary there. He had a couple of Badgers going outside with the fake handoff, the play action to the outside.
Second down and 3 for Lewis. Single back set. Tyrell claps the hands. Second clap. Ball snapped. It's a quarterback keeper. Lewis makes one guy miss, cuts back upfield. Shifty kid gets drilled as he goes down, but he's got the first down out past the 30-yard line as Jacob Turagavau with another tackle. That kid hits. You love a safety that'll hit hard like that, but the bad news is Lewis had already picked up the first down.
Pretty good read there by the Badgers, just wasn't able to get him down.
Lewis, 2 to either side, takes the shotgun snap, back to pass on first down, throws over the middle, and it is incomplete. Kind of 2 receivers in the area, 2 DBs, not quite. I don't think the receivers are kind of communicating about who that was intended for. We do have a flag back behind the line of scrimmage.
I was going to mention I watched this defensive lineman out here for Snow. I didn't get a number, but he was kind of falling over forward, and it was easy for the Broncbusters just to push him down. But maybe it was because he was being held. Was that the call?
I believe so. Yeah. So first down and 10 will become first and a lot more following the hold. First and 20 now for Garden City back at their own 21-yard line.
Yeah, so the Garden City tackle on the outside there, that's why the Badger defender went down. It was because that hold, he helped him down.
Yeah. Trips near side, single receiver far side for Tyrell Lewis. Single back at his right hip. Badgers show 4 at the line. Lewis, design run to the left side, and he's brought down for a loss. Once again, I think we've got early player of the game. Fale Atuia has been special out of that Sam linebacker position at the outside, and he brings him down for a big loss on first and long. It becomes second and longer.
3 tackles for loss now for Fale. Big plays so far. What a player for the Badgers out there.
Redshirt freshman.
Freshman out of Kahuku High School.
And Coach Erickson talked about this. They had a lot of red shirts coming back this year, so guys that had been in the program. They knew what the expectation was. They knew what the routines were and everything like that. And so he was excited to get – there was returnees, just not on-field production returnees. Lewis in shotgun. Play clock runs out, and they're going to call the delay of game. I don't think a timeout was called here. It is a delay of game. So 2nd and 23 now becomes 2nd and 28. So it's gone from long to longer.
Yeah.
And we'll see. This is a lot of ground to make up here if you're Garden City getting this far behind the chains. So you look here, Garden City, just 3 of 5 passing for 18 yards. They've been a little more successful on the ground with 32 rushing yards. But they definitely run a lot of this option-type stuff, Greg. It depends on what the quarterback reads. Trips near side, single far side for Lewis. Pump fakes, evades the first tackle, looks to get out of it, and just dives forward. The Badgers get in again for a loss on the play. It's a loss of 3 yards. Trying to get that number of who was in there to at least make the quarterback went down kind of on his own accord, but Fapuana Mama makes the stop. Mama, there goes that man as he drops him, and it's a loss of a couple yards. 3rd down and 30 now, as we are now under 2 to go in the opening period.
That Badger defensive line is really wrecking the Broncbuster offensive line, and they're not even having to bring a linebacker, just 3 or 4 guys. 3-man front, so they are bringing 1 outside.
Lewis takes the snap on 3rd and 30. Pocket collapses, and he goes down. Fale Atuia, have yourself an opening quarter to the season.
Wow. Couple of sacks, a couple of tackles for loss. Fale is in the running for our steel man of the game, that's for sure.
4th down and long with 1:22 remaining here in the opening quarter. Badgers have come out, and they're sending a message, certainly on the defensive end. It is, Greg, it is so refreshing when you see a team only have to bring 3, only have to bring 4, because more often than not, you're having to bring a 5th occasionally. Is the punt out of the end zone, and this takes kind of a wobble out near midfield. Going to be a chance for Warner to pick up, and he does. Gets to the 50, cuts back 45, and ultimately is brought down at about the 45 of Garden City. So great field position again for the Badgers. Their defense kept pushing that offense back. Garden City picked up a first down on that drive, and then penalties and sacks and tackles for loss really cost Garden City, and now the Badgers with great field position again.
Well, and you mentioned that was a decent punt. That was a pretty good punt right there out of the end zone, and it got to roughly where they needed to get for a first down. I mean, they had 30-plus yards to get for a first down. They had a long way to go there. But, yeah, good punt. But the Badgers will start in Broncbuster territory again at the 46.
2 receivers to either side for quarterback Bryce Benson. 1 for 2 passing. It was a 40-yard strike by Benson to LaDainian Wall. 2 to either side here for Benson. Single back set. Bryce with a back at his left hip, takes the snap, gives up to Jordan. Jordan, nice initial hole, hits it hard, but it's only going to go for 2, maybe 3 yards. A good stop by Garden City up the middle.
Garcia with a big hit for Garden City. Huge hit out there from his linebacker position. Turned Jordan back quickly. He hits the hole hard, doesn't he, Jordan? He's taking that ball quick from the quarterback and getting to where he wants to go. But good defense by the Broncbusters.
Well, I think he knows where he wants to go.
Yeah.
That's a high IQ level of play from the running back, knowing where the hole is supposed to be, right?
Yeah.
New play call comes in from the sideline, 2 to either side again for Benson, with Jordan at his left hip. Calls a new play observation, if you will, out to his right tackle. Takes the shotgun snap. Benson to pass on second down. Pocket collapsing, and Benson's just going to go down as Garden City gets him back at the 50-yard line in number 99, making that stop. That is Moroni Maiava getting the stop for them at nose tackle. Maiava, my apologies. Moroni Maiava. Moroni is how you say it. Imagine a kid from Central Utah saying Moroni. Third down and long here now. Timeout is called.
End of the quarter.
As we end the quarter. So we'll take that end of quarter break. It's Snow College 7, Garden City 3 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. SnowTV and CentralCom Channel 10.
Sanpete Steel in Moroni was founded in 1994 and is one of the major steel construction companies in the Intermountain West. Specializing in structural steel fabrication and assembly, Sanpete Steel's impressive portfolio includes the Hales Theater in Sandy and structures on the campuses of the University of Utah, BYU, and UVU. Sanpete Steel in Moroni, where their motto is done right and on time at 685 East Main Street. Call today at 800-261-1026. That's 800-261-1026. Or go to sanpetesteel.com.
I thought there was only one way to do college. I knew I needed training to set me up for a great career, but I didn't have 4 years. Snow helped me discover that college doesn't have to be about sitting in classes, counting down the hours. They showed me a way to get the edge I needed, and fast. The best part was with their low-cost programs and tuition assistance, I didn't have to go into debt. I was able to earn my certificate and start working right away. Snow College. This is college.
And we welcome you back in second quarter, third and long here for the Badgers, Greg. See what they come up with. Trips near side for Benson. Back to pass. Throws a dart over the middle. It's high, and that defensive back doesn't come up. He might have had a chance at an interception there as he was trying to get it to LaDainian Wall, but now there's a flag back at the 35. Are we getting a late hit here?
I think so. Bryce Benson got rocked right there, and I didn't think it was late. It must have been high.
Helmet to helmet,
potentially. It was right when he let go of that, but boy, he got hit. I would be surprised if he's ever been hit that hard in his high school career, because that defender was coming off the edge quick.
Well, that's a welcome to college moment, because that's always the two biggest things. Each level of football you go up, right?
Yeah.
The guys are faster and they're bigger, which means the hits going to come a lot harder. And so
huge for Snow, though.
Massive,
automatic first down.
Massive for the Badgers there. Ball goes now to Garden City's 35. It's a 15-yard penalty and an automatic first down. So Snow's got it in Broncbuster territory now, out at the 35. Trips near side, single far side for Benson. Takes the shotgun snap. It's a design roll to his right for Benson. He's going to launch it. Has a receiver there. It's Wall. Wall goes and is not quite able to get there. Ball might have just gone right through the hands of Wall, as that ball was guarded well, too, by Elijah Gordon, the strong safety.
That was a beautiful pass, though. Run on the run like that. That was a good-looking pass. I know it wasn't completed, but that's something to look forward to, Badger fans. That was a nice throw.
Really put it where only the receiver was going to get it. As well defended as it was, Wall was the only one who was going to have a shot at that.
Yeah.
2nd and 10. I like the shots being taken so far. Zach Erickson's been very aggressive offensively. Not, just throwing the ball. They've ran the ball well early here, too, but not afraid to take some shots early in this one.
Yeah, Bryce with that big 40-yard pass there in the first quarter that set up the touchdown.
That one would have been 35 yards. Is the give now, and we have play stopped. I don't see any flags. Oh, a delay of game. Badgers weren't quite set as far as that goes. And Zach Erickson, I think, is, I don't know if he's talking with his fellow quarterbacks that are trying to get plays in, if they didn't get the play in quick enough.
Yeah, he looks upset at them.
So it's a loss of 5. 2nd down and 15 now, following the delay of game penalty, as the Badgers
Yeah, kind of resetting out there. Just first game jitters, it looks like. A little bit of question on where to line up, but getting it set up now. Those other quarterbacks helping. Jack Thau out there helping quite a bit.
Zach Erickson, to see something he doesn't like, he came hauling to call timeout.
Yeah, he's upset down there.
He will spend his first time out of the first half. We'll take it as well. 14:40 to go in the second quarter. Badgers 7, Broncbusters 3 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Channel 10, and SnowTV.
If you've ever ridden an ATV, you know how much fun they are. They're helpful for small jobs, too. Our credit union is your first stop for an ATV loan. Since we are member-owned and not-for-profit, it's a smart stop to make.
Utah Heritage Credit Union, your local credit union, federally insured by NCUA. Online at utahheritagecu.org.
For over 70 years, Cache Valley Bank has been a part of Utah's financial landscape, with 23 branches across the state of Utah. Cache Valley Bank isn't just a bank. We're neighbors, partners, and your financial advisors.
Committed to building stronger communities one transaction at a time, with secure and reliable solutions, whether it's buying a home, expanding your business, or simply managing your day-to-day finances.
Visit any of our locations in Ephraim, Mount Pleasant, Fairview, or Nephi. Cache Valley Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Shot on second down that far sideline, and nearly making that catch on the far side was Rockwell Magleby. A lot of good battles, Greg, going on the outside between these receivers and corners today.
Yeah, a great defensive back play right there. And like you say, Snow's taking those chances down the sidelines. They've had a couple now that weren't completed, but they're not afraid. It seemed like last year a lot of times they got away from trying to throw it deep, and they're setting themselves up for quickly in this first game to take those shots.
Third down and long now. They'll go two to either side. Will Benson, single back at his hip is Jordan. As Benson takes the snap, gives Jordan right up the left side. Great hole for Jordan. Makes one guy miss. Gets right near the sticks and gets the first down. Caused a defender to lose his helmet. Aqualis Jordan with a 16-yard gain on third down and 15, and the Badgers move the sticks. What a great job by that front line, making that way for the smart tailback to make the plays make.
Spencer Ulave down there blocking number 70, another kid out of Lone Peak High School. He was down in the second, even third level blocking.
Trips near side now for Benson. Single receiver far left. Bryce takes the snap. Option keeps for himself. Benson takes a hit and goes down near the 20, so a gain of 3 from Bryce Benson. Set up second down and 7. I love a good option read, Greg. I love the flexibility it gives you. You got to have a quarterback that knows how to read it, though.
Quick, yep. Read that D end especially. Yep.
Second down and 7 after the gain of 3 for Benson. Badgers will go trips far side, single receiver near side for Bryce with Jordan at his left hip. 13:38 to go before halftime. Badgers lead at 7-3. Benson takes the snap. It's going to be a throw to the left side and blown up. Makes a guy miss and is ultimately going to get a yard or two. Lael Rhodes makes the catch. Made one or two guys miss. Ultimately gets brought down after a gain of 1. Will bring up second down and 6 now.
There's kind of your newfangled triple option. You have the dive back coming up the middle. You have the quarterback that can keep it on the outside and then throw it outside. So it's not a pitch like your old-fashioned Air Force type triple option. But yeah, Broncbusters read that one well though.
Really, they give him 2 there. So it's third down and 5. Single receiver near side. 2 to the far left. It's a little bit of trickery here. Triple option reverse. Wide open in the end zone. Touchdown. Badgers ran to perfection. Little tornado out of Aaron Roderick's playbook, and the Badgers make it 13-3 with the PAT pending.
And who do you thank for that? That offensive line, that's a very slow developing play. You're a handoff, a pitch back, and then the pitch back guy gives it back to the quarterback who's able to throw it into the end zone, and that defensive back just bit up on it, thought it was coming around like a reverse, and good job by Bryce Benson to stay in the pocket there, or just outside of the pocket, and deliver that strike.
Graydon Shawshank Dumas with the touchdown catch, by the way. Nice snag from Graydon. I love those kind of trick plays. And the Badgers, to run one that cleanly week one is a good sign for Coach Erickson in this offense. PAT from Brant is good as it hits the roof of the Burgesson Athletic Center. We'll take a break. Badgers 14, Broncbusters 3 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. Centricom Channel 10 and SnowTV.
So you're all moved in. How's your new roomie?
Oh, she's cool. She's also a biology major.
Oh, that's great. You guys can help each other stay on top of homework.
I just hope the classes aren't hard. I'm kind of scared based on what I've heard.
You'll do great, I'm sure. We're proud of you.
Aww.
You ready to go?
Who's that?
Gotta go, Mom. Have a dorm meeting in 2 minutes. Love you.
Hello? Hello? Who was that?
Centricom Fiber, because you don't just need internet, you need good internet.
14-3 Badgers with 14 unanswered points, 12:46 remaining here in quarter number 2. Got bailed out by a penalty, Greg.
Yeah.
And then a 3rd and 15 again. They run for it. They kind of play it conservative, go with the draw play. It gets them the first down, and then a little trickery finds the tight end, Graydon Dumas, in the end zone.
Yeah, and Aquelas Jordan with that big 3rd and 15 run where he ran over a defender and was able to move the sticks. But the offensive line gets the credit for that touchdown. They had to hold their line for quite a while for that trick play to work, and it worked.
Return opportunity here at the 5-yard line. Scatters to the 20, 25 hole on that right side again. 40, 45, 50, and into Badger territory out past the 45. No flags here as that continues to really be the only blemish on this Snow College team is the kick return game.
Yep, the opening kickoff was a great return. Then the second one after Snow scored their first touchdown was a good return, called back with penalty. But this one into Badger territory. That's the best offense for Garden City this whole day is those returns.
See if now they can take an opportunity.
Yeah, they need that.
Right?
Yeah, we talked about that earlier for Snow College. You know, you get that turnover on downs. You're inside Broncbuster territory to start. You got to capitalize, though. It doesn't matter if you don't capitalize. Here's Garden City's chance.
2 receivers near side, single far side with the tight end far side. Clap of the hands. It's a 3rd quarterback that's in now, number 10 for Garden City. They're going to take a shot, have a receiver open, and it's bobbled but caught for a touchdown. 1 play, and in for 6 is Jamarcus Smith.
Travis Delaney, quarterback. You get this isn't a competing quarterback with 2 guys. We got 3 playing for the Broncbusters. Travis is looking over at the sideline like, that's a pretty good percentage there. 1 for 1, 40+ yards, touchdown. Wow, great throw too. Beautiful ball, perfect
ball.
Spiral.
Yeah, right in stride for the receiver. Now an extra point opportunity for Garden City. 12:27 to play. A quick strike. Just like that, they were right back in this ball game. Talk about a gift. Extra point is good. 12:27 remaining here in quarter number 2. It's Snow College 14, Garden City 10 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Channel 10 and SnowTV.
CO Building Systems in Ephraim manufactures a complete line of pre-engineered metal buildings of all sizes. Plus, they are your headquarters for custom metal roof and wall panels for your home or business, including all trim and accessories. All of their roof and wall panels are available in several gauges and over 20 different colors. For a free cost estimate or more information, contact CO Building Systems in Ephraim. 800-262-5347. That's 800-262-5347. Online at cobuildings.com.
Welcome back on in. 12 minutes and 27 seconds remaining in the second quarter. It's Snow College 14, Garden City 10. What an answer by the Broncbusters, Greg. Kick return out into Badger territory and then a 40+ yard strike from the 3rd quarterback we've seen today.
Yeah. We talked about both teams needing to capitalize with the benefits that they've created for themselves, and both times we've said that immediately from roughly the same position on the field. Down on this other side in the first quarter for the Badgers, now second quarter for the Broncbusters. Big plays.
Opportunity. Will Warner brings it out of the end zone. Warner has one guy to beat right side. Gets a block. Now stumbles and will go down at the 26, 27-yard line. Was probably going to be met in a hurry by one of the corners there for outside guys. Chaz Cole was bearing down by Warner. And so it'll be Badger football back out at the 33-yard line. Was a 28-yard line. Is football dyslexia a thing? You're looking at a 30 and you look the other way, right?
Yeah, I do it all the time.
Is that a diagnosis? I can self-diagnose there. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 27 for the Badgers. That was such an interesting drive, Greg, this last drive for Snow College, because you picked up a 3rd and long via penalty, 3rd and long via running. And we'll see how they start here with a run. Right side, Jordan with an excellent run on 1st down following that right side of the line.
Did you see that there, Tanner? Garden City's kind of walking out on the field to get started. They weren't even ready to go, and Snow's like, hey, they blew the whistle. We're going to play.
That's another Snow College.
I mean, it totally caught Garden City off guard because their linemen were still just standing up, walking out there.
It's a 1st down run from Aqualis Jordan. He has had a spectacular start to this game. As it's going to be a run to Jordan back up the gut again. That's going to be a gain of 2, and we'll bring up 2nd down and 8.
That time, big. Did you say Moroni? Moroni Maeve?
It's Moroni is how you pronounce that one.
Not 20 miles up the road.
There's the extra H in there.
Okay.
So Mahonry. Yeah.
Anyway, good play there from his defensive tackle position to get Jordan before he's able to get ahead of steam.
2nd down and 8. 2 receivers to either side for Benson. Awaits the shotgun snap. Back to pass. Pocket holds. It's a throw over the middle. Complete. LaDainian Wall makes one guy nearly miss, but a great open. I thought he was going to make the guy miss. John Amone with a nice tackle. Wall's right at the line the line to gain, and they give it to him, a 1st down for LaDainian Wall.
Yeah, I think LaDainian thought he got rolled up a little bit there at the end of that. He had some words to say. Doesn't want to risk an ankle injury, but a good open field tackle for Garden City. But a nice play. I like those quick hitter crossers, especially if your linebackers are sitting back a little bit and letting it develop in front of you. Good play call by the Badgers.
1st and 10, a low snap here. Benson rolls to his right, going to tuck and run, try to evade the big lineman, and scampers out of bounds. Perfect decision there from Bryce Benson as he avoided Maeva. And we got something from the official
his helmet
here?
Just came off.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
okay.
Helmet, so one guy had to come out for Garden City. I'm impressed with Bryce's movement in the pocket. I'm not even talking as much about getting outside and running like Michael Vick. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the mobility in the pocket and stepping up where he needs to or stepping around a defensive lineman. That's
more of a Matt Stafford, that pocket of presence and awareness, right? It's going to be a handoff up the left side for the Badgers that goes nowhere. It's only a gain of a yard.
Jaden Buckner on the run that time.
Handoff goes to Jaden Buckner.
Buckner kind of more of that fullback type running back. Gives him a little bit more bulk. So 3rd down and 4 now after the gain of a yard from Buckner. Badgers go quick. Trips far side, single near side for Bryce Benson. Benson gets an audible in from the sideline. Play clock at 18, 9:42 to go here before halftime. Benson brings that back from left to right hip. Benson takes the shotgun snap. Pocket holds. Going to load up. And the ball, I think, got tipped as it left his hand.
Yeah, Benson's upset there. I think he wanted his receiver cutting back towards that one maybe 5 yards, 3 yards sooner than he did. He was expecting that cut by his receiver, let it go. The receiver kept going a couple more steps, turned around, and the ball was already there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see Bryce Benson, he's hollering at something. He's kind of upset out there. And so Snow's going for it here. My only debate to that.
Sure.
If you think you're gonna go for it from the 47 like they're at right now, and you got 3rd and 4, run. Why don't you run the ball and go for it twice? But
they're going to run here as Benson makes a guy miss and falls forward for the 1st down. He was hit initially in the backfield, made Tristan Abram miss, falls forward and gets the 1st down.
They're calling for the trainers again.
No.
That's the 2nd time he's had a run like that. And Bryce Benson, I mentioned his ability to step up in the pocket, but his running has been pretty well today. That's the 2nd time he's got a 1st down.
And the 2nd time he's been injured.
Just saw lightning. I hope that doesn't affect us here. But anyway, got that 1st down, injured again. You wonder if it's the same thing, if he's got something lingering.
We've got Yeah, unfortunately, this is the second time we've seen Bryce Benson go down here in the first half of play. Got 9:15 to go before our halftime.
He came back pretty quick last time. Just one series, I think he was off with Jack Thau out there, the backup quarterback. But that little option read is a staple of Zach Erickson's offense. And if you don't have a quarterback that can run, it's tough. So if he's injured and they don't try that, it takes away a lot of the offense. Right. Is what I'm getting at. The way he's holding his wrist, and I don't like that.
It's that left arm.
Yeah.
Oh, you notice they put one of those like shoulder guard type things on it in between, that little black sleeve that you see there, and he's having such a great start to his career and game. He's able to walk off again, but is going to need some more attention, which is too bad. So Jack Thau back in at quarterback here for the Badgers. 2 receivers to either side. Jordan sits at his left hip. 9 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Badgers with a 14-10 lead, looking to extend that. As Thau takes the shotgun snap, back to pass. A little bit of a pass to the running back, just not an accurate delivery to Jordan. Jordan had some space, but it doesn't get there correctly, and that falls incomplete, second down.
Yeah, just a little bit behind him, as you mentioned, and maybe a little bit off on the timing. Jack Thau had to throw it a little bit quicker than he wanted to that time.
Second down and 10. 8:58 remaining before halftime. Badgers will go with a single receiver near side with a tight end. 2 receivers far left. Single back here for Jack Thau. Thau in shotgun. Takes the shotgun snap. It's a give to Jordan. Jordan met immediately. One of the few times that hole just never really developed for the Badgers as he gets out past the 39 to the 40. It's a gain of a yard. We'll bring up third down and 9.
Jordan, the ball carrier.
A little bit of a deflating feeling right now, Greg, kind of in the stadium and around. Bryce Benson was playing so well, but now this is Jack Thau's chance and his opportunity here, and he's got to make the most of it. Third and 9. Badgers go 2 to either side. Jordan at the left hip of Thau. Play clock at 14. Receiver comes right to left. That's C.J. Rabb. Thau back to pass. Thau's going to take a shot right side on a wheel route. He's got Rabb who makes the snag. C.J. Rabb moves the sticks into the red zone at the 15-yard line. Perfect delivery from Jack Thau.
Yeah, great throw by Thau. He threw it before Rabb really made that turn on that little bit of an extended wheel route up the field, and Rabb just ran under it. I see the official out here. What's he? Okay. He stopped the clock, but we're just moving forward.
Is it a move that I thought you didn't do that unless it was the last 2 minutes in college football anymore?
I thought there was something. Maybe a helmet came off or something. But anyway, great throw by Thau, and good job by C.J. Rabb to run under that one. It's a kid out of Bishop Gorman High School, one of the powers in the western United States.
Trips near side, single left for Thau. It's a give to Jordan. Jordan goes left side. Tries to keep that pile pushing and is ultimately blown dead after a gain of 2 up the left side.
Yeah, that wasn't going where it was designed to go on the right side, and you saw Jordan just decide, hey, I'm just going to do whatever I can going the left side. Not a lot doing, though.
Donovan Randall in on the stop for the Broncbusters. Approach now under 7.5 to play in quarter number 2. Have our halftime show coming up, get you caught up on stats. We don't even have week 0 FBS scores to get you. Maybe some NFL preseason here on a Saturday.
CFL?
Brad's not with us tonight. Thau rolls, throws on the run. It is that picks?
Oh, I think he dropped it.
They say incomplete. He had a man there to Jack Thau, but the ball ultimately falls incomplete.
Great job that time by Jack Thau to roll out and make a little bit more time for himself. Delivered the ball, just not able to come down. I think that was C.J. Rabb that was the intended receiver again. Yeah,
sure enough. Now it's 7 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. Badgers will have third and 9. Snow's been pretty good on third down in this game, Greg.
C.J. Rabb took off his helmet and ran to the locker room. That was weird. Wonder if he's maybe getting some new gloves or something. I don't know.
Thau takes the snap. Third down, gets rid of it quickly. It's a high pass, but complete. Badgers make a man miss. Get the first down inside the 5. A little tunnel screen to Rockwell Magleby. Excellent blocking on the outside to spring him free, Greg.
Yeah, and Rockwell made that first cut up the field, back to the middle of the field. the Broncbusters read that pretty well. The defensive back out there had a good read on it. Just great play by Magleby to get back to the inside and move those sticks.
2 receivers near side with a single tight end on this near side. Single receiver far left for Thau. 1st and goal from the 7 for the Snow College offense. Thau takes the shotgun snap. Quick read to the outside of the tight end. Goes for a couple. As once again, that is Graydon Dumas. Gets to the 5. I like that play design. It was just read really well by Garden City.
Defense, yeah.
So we'll see Magleby return to the sideline. LaDainian Wall back in at that slot. 2nd and goal. Now under 6 to play before halftime. Badgers taking up some time on this drive. It's been an extended drive here for Snow College. Thau in shotgun. It's a low snap. He picks it up, has to run for his life, stays on his feet, and then ultimately gets brought down at about the 12, 13-yard line. A bad snap prevented Thau from really getting where he on the line back, Charles Miller.
Just timing for Thau. I see what he had down the field, but just Broncbusters just in on that one way too quick.
2 receivers near side, 2 far left for Thau. Single back at his hip is Aqualis Jordan. 3rd and goal from the 15. Thau takes the shotgun snap. It's low again. Thau gets absolutely obliterated from behind. A massive sack by the DN, Tristan Abram. As for as good as the Badgers' O-line was through the first part of this first half, not a great way to end that drive, and the Badgers will come out. Joseph Brandt will attempt a field goal.
Tristan Abram listed on the Broncbuster roster as his out of St. Louis, Missouri, his last school, Indiana. Don't know if he was there last year, national champs. Not sure, but
it's part of Kurt Signetti's success.
There you go.
40-yard attempt here from Joseph Brandt. Makes this a full 1-score game. Snaps good, hold good. Kick is on its way, and it is good for 3, easily through. The good news, check out who was holding. It was Bryce Benson that held that kick attempt. So we'll go ahead and take a break. Be right back. Snow 17, Garden City 10 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. SnowTV and Centricom Channel 10.
As a urologist, my job includes treating kidney stones, diagnosing, treating prostate cancer, and other disorders of the urinary system. Here at CVMC, specialists and primary care physicians all work very closely together.
As a family physician, being able to have continuity of care and direct relationships with our specialists is something we're very fortunate to have here.
I'm Dr. David Sewell, board-certified urologist. I'm proud to provide state-of-the-art care here at Central Valley Medical Center.
Badgers come away with 3. Joseph Brandt from 40. That would have probably been good from 50, 55. A really accurate high kick. As Snow makes it a 17-10 game. Obviously, at 1st and goal, Greg, you would have liked to have come away with a touchdown, but to get that back to a 7-point lead, at least not the worst thing that could have happened.
Sure, yeah. I would have liked to have maybe seen one run to Aqualis Jordan. Maybe on that first down play when they had the tight end coming across there. But, good play calls. Got a good crowd. I don't think I've ever seen this many underneath the Bergeson Athletic Center here in the south end zone.
Well, it's got some shade.
It's shady, but still the crowd here is full,
too. It's
very
very full, yeah. Return again here, and the Badgers clean that up nicely down inside the 20 as the return was to the outside by Rakeem L. And he had nowhere to go. That got corrected very quickly on that far side.
I'm trying to get the number out there for the Badgers. Is it 37? I think Terrence Coleman.
Very nice hit.
Big hit. Kid out of Maricopa, Arizona.
Maricopa County. A lot happening there. 4 minutes and 12 seconds to go before halftime. We'll once again get you up to date on all stats that we have here. Big shout out to Sports Information Director Drayson Ball.
You want to know more about the Badgers this year? Drayson and Joe and Tanner here on the Badger Den podcast every week.
Been a fun couple Mondays.
YouTube and Spotify and all that, yeah.
Handoff left side here for Garden City, and a decent run on first down for Elijah West Dua as he gains 3, maybe 4 yards on first down.
Give him credit for the tackle there to Jaden Manwaring. He's out of ALA Queen Creek down in Gilbert, Arizona. Is that Ty Detmer? Or is that Max
Yes,
Hall?
both have been there. Max isn't there anymore. I think Ty's there now. But that's...
I know they're ALA down in the Phoenix Mesa type area down there. Yeah.
They're a little bit better than the ALA that's here in Utah. As Delaney takes the snap, back to throw, second down, bomb, in stride. Delaney now 2 for 2, Greg. How is this guy the third quarterback to play?
He's saying the same thing. Travis Delaney Jr. out of Hollywood, Florida, delivered the pass there. Great catch out there, trying to get a number out there. They're saying that was to Gage Miese.
Yep.
Great catch just on his fingertips. Perfect ball thrown.
Delaney with 2 near side and a tight end. It's going to be a run left side to West Dua. Dua falls forward. It's a gain of 4, maybe 5 on first down from Elijah West Dua.
Yeah, he would have had more there too if he didn't trip over his own lineman, offensive lineman. Speaking of linemen, defensive lineman down on the ground right now for Snow, 53, I think. Max Johnson, yeah. Kid that got time last year.
I say just a sophomore.
Yeah.
Used to hearing that verbiage at 4-year schools, now 5-year schools, if we're really getting into that.
That's true.
It's a hot debate, button debate these days in college athletics.
Some people have very strong feelings about that.
I say if it's a rule, you take advantage of it.
Yeah.
In today's college sports, there's nothing wrong with that. If you want to be mad at lawmakers, be mad at the NCAA.
Go Cougs, Jackson Kohler.
That was a big deal. I don't think people realize just how big of a deal that is. Played his senior year of high school basketball just down the road from here. Up
Wasatch.
At Wasatch Academy. That's now 3rd or 4th Wasatch Academy player to come to BYU.
Jeez, Richie Saunders, Caleb Lohner, Keba Keita.
Foose Traore.
Yeah, Foose. I mean, there's been a
That's
ton.
at least 5, I guess, now. Maybe there's someone we're forgetting on that list too, but had a couple guys from there get drafted in the NBA now. The 2025 draft, Colin Murray Boyles was the 9th overall pick by the Toronto Raptors, played 2 years at South Carolina. I got to call one of his games up at Wasatch Academy,
that's
so that's
cool.
kind of a cool thing to say you called an NBA player. And then, of course, Richie Saunders getting drafted 32nd overall this year. Yeah, it was the 2nd pick in the 2nd round. So
a lot of these guys out here looking to play D1.
Yep.
Next year, maybe make it to the NFL in a few years. Both of these schools have had plenty of guys do that.
Delaney running out of time, evades the sack, though, rolls to his left, just chucks it away at the sideline. Smart decision there from Travis Delaney. And now we got a flag that's come. The Badger player had lost a helmet. I don't know if that is in correlation with the flag, but this will be interesting to see what the call is here. Body language isn't telling me one thing either way, Greg.
Yeah. Pretty good job by Delaney to get out of that sack attempt. Was it 56 coming? Oh, he's an offensive lineman.
Wheel man downfield, what happened there.
Okay.
When you got a broken play like that, sometimes those linemen kind of lose sight of where they're at. So it's a loss of 5, so the original gain goes back. 2nd down and 10 now for the Broncbusters. They may have found something, though, in Travis Delaney. The kid has got some wheels, and he's got an arm, and an accurate arm. It's not like he's just, chucking up these deep bombs, hoping his guys will get. He's putting it right on the numbers.
Yeah.
As they go 2 receivers near side, single tight end near side, single receiver far side for Delaney. Takes the snap. It's going to be a give left side. Badgers read it well. Can they set the edge? They do. It's a minimal gain on the outside. A slew of Badgers were in there, including Sao Tafisi. It's a gain of maybe a half a yard. Badgers strung that out really nicely.
I think I had 94 out there, too. Hiram Benjamin Moores. Did I get that number right? Another kid out of Kahuku.
Ed Williams, the ball carrier, gets just a yard. 2nd down and 9. With 2:15 to play before halftime. We will have the 2-minute timeout coming up. I believe this is year 3 of the 2-minute timeout. Still a relatively new thing in college football. My goal is to remember every game this year and not be surprised by it. And there is the 2-minute timeout. So we'll take it. 2 minutes remaining here in the opening half. It's Snow College 17, Garden City 10 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Channel 10, and SnowTV.
Visits to the dentist cause great anxiety and fear in some people, further jeopardizing oral and overall health. This is Dr. Douglas. We not only deliver optimal dental care, we make you comfortable while we do it.
Douglas Dentistry's patients love listening to music or watching a movie during treatment. Some patients prefer nitrous oxide or laughing gas or conscious sedation.
Call Douglas Dentistry today, 283-3800. That's 283-3800. Find us on Facebook or click on douglasdentistryefrom.com.
We are all part of a team. Whether you are the quiet hero or the newest recruit, the steady anchor or the moral support, your team needs you. At Intermountain Health, San Pete Valley Hospital, we want to be part of your team. Partner with us on your health and continue to be a game changer for your teammates.
Welcome back on in. 2 minutes remaining here in half number one. That is the 2-minute timeout. It's not the 2-minute warning. They've made that very clear between the NFL and college football. It will be 3rd down and 9 here for Garden City. Big play, Greg, here before halftime. Garden City trying to get in, maybe punch something in before the half. Badgers getting a stop would be huge because you get the football to start the second half.
Yeah.
And, hey, get a stop and maybe even with the Zach Erickson offense, march down, get a couple more points.
Yeah,
why not?
That'd be huge. That'd be huge to extend that lead. What's up, Bryce Benson with jersey off? I think he's done. They're warming up a different holder for field goal and PAT attempts.
That's too bad.
Yeah.
Bryce was having a strong start to his career here at Snow College. Empty set now for Delaney as he sends the back out. Delaney evades the sack, becomes a runner on 3rd down, and chased down from behind. It's not going to be enough for a first down. Feli Atuia again with a fantastic come-from-behind tackle. It's still going to be 4th and short, so maybe more manageable, but my gosh, the speed that Fale's got coming from behind.
Dude has 4 tackles for a loss today, and that might have been his most impressive play of all. Right there, chasing the quarterback from behind. Delaney's got some wheels. Fale did a great job to chase him down, stop him from getting a first down.
The clock stopped here. I don't know if a coach called a timeout or if there's an
Officials
injured
out there
player.
talking about something.
I don't see a penalty marker out on the field. They're going to. It's 4th down. The official just said 3rd down. It is 4th down. The whole Badger sideline is holding up the 4 downs. Zach saying, "Why are we not running the clock?"
Yeah, I keep hearing him yelling, "Why is the clock stopped?" I don't know why it is.
And Garden City's coach is having words over there on the side. He's not happy about something, and now the clock does wind.
Why did it ever stop? I mean,
And now it's stopped again.
Snow's asking for it to run, but if they get a stop here. I'm pretty sure the officials are a little bit confused out here, Tanner,
I
right
think they
now.
are, yeah. We're going to get a timeout. Garden City elects to take it. We'll take it as well. We'll be right
That was
back.
weird.
Very, very odd. Week 1 oddities on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Channel 10, and Snow TV.
My art is an expression of my identity. As an artist, my identity is everything. Every stroke I make depicts my purpose, and every signature brings my dreams to life. I am La Morena. With my style check-in account from Mountain America Credit Union, I can create with confidence, knowing I have built-in identity protection. This premium future lets me stay focused and bringing color to the world. Open a new check-in account today. Make my style your lifestyle.
Welcome back on in. Minute 51 remaining. A confusing sequence there that ultimately results in a Garden City timeout with a minute 51 remaining here in half number 1. Badgers with a 17-10 lead. Coming up, we'll have our halftime show, get you caught up on some stats, as well as we got a couple NFL scores to go over. If the Bucs are playing, if the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are playing, A Badger great, Keontae Scott, was drafted in the 4th round by the Tampa Bay
right.
Buccaneers this year.
Did he finish up at Auburn or did
Miami? He went Snow, Auburn, and then played in the national championship game for the Hurricanes.
Seems like, didn't he have a pick in the playoffs?
He did have a very big play in the play. I don't remember which game it was on Miami's
it was in
run,
one of the playoff games, though. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. He was a stud.
As talented of a kid that's maybe ever come out of Snow.
Yep.
Recruiting-wise and all that, to go to the SEC. Extremely impressive. Delaney on 3rd down. It's a run up the gut, and the running back just stumbles forward on 4th down. And they don't get it. I forgot it was 4th down, Greg. It's Badger football.
Yeah, Snow read that very well. Even if the quarterback would have kept it himself, there was nowhere to go. That was an option play that had no option for the Broncbusters, and gives the ball back to the Badgers with 1:46. Why the clock didn't run before we went to that timeout, who knows? But as it is, it benefits Snow. Just under 2 minutes here.
Here's an interesting stat for you, Greg. Garden City's 0 for 3 on 3rd down. They're now 0 for 2 on 4th down.
Oof, yeah.
So the consistency has not been there.
In a one-score game, that's huge.
Snow's 4 of 5 on 3rd downs.
That's big. These two, this is the 4th game these two teams have played against each other. Snow won the first 3.
By a combined 7 points.
Yeah, very tight. Very similar programs.
Yes.
Where they're at. Always in the conversation. Haven't played in, won that national championship, but.
First down for Thal. Sidearms it to the sideline. Nice little out route and complete to L-Dub. Ladanian Wall makes the snag for the Badgers. It's a gain of about 7. Make it 6 yards on the play. We'll bring up 2nd down and 4, and he got out of bounds to stop the clock at a minute 44.
Yeah, you called that with that sidearm delivery that Thou had to use, because he had a Broncbuster defender right there in his face. I'm trying to get Ladanian Wall three catches, 55 yards, had that big 40-yarder that went down to the 1-yard line earlier. He's having a great game for the Badgers.
Oof. Ball ends up on the turf. Thal just gets rid of it, and the back was in the area. I don't know that he made it out of the pocket, but it got past the line of scrimmage, and there was a player in the area.
Yeah,
so
there's somebody out there. Yeah, that right there. If the Badgers get a first down and they go down and even get a field goal out of this, that play right there was huge. Thou could have just fallen on that, kept the clock running. Yeah, good job by him to make something out of nothing, but not become worse than nothing.
Yeah. Trips far side for Thal. Single receiver near side. Single back is Jordan. Sends Jordan from left to right hip on 3rd and 4. It's a give to Jordan left side. Follows that lead blocker. Lowers the shoulder and gets the first down. What a great run from Aqualis Jordan. Was hit about a yard and a half behind that gain, but he pushed forward, drug the defender with him, and got the first down.
Yeah, he delivers some punishment when he runs, doesn't he? Yeah, he's going to be a fun one this year. Hope they can keep him healthy.
This officiating crew's struggling, Greg.
Yeah, there was a helmet that came off again.
Oh, okay.
They had to get him off the field. Yeah, that's why they're resetting that play clock up to 40.
2 receivers to either side here for Thau. Single back is Jordan. Thau takes the snap. Quick hitter again to the outside. It's caught and getting out of bounds. A nice catch by Cade Haroldson, the redshirt freshman. Gets 5 yards and gets out of bounds. Stops the clock at a minute 26.
Comes down to Snow. Comes down to Ephraim from Sammamish, Washington.
Sammamish.
Yes.
Never heard of that.
Yeah, I've heard I've heard it before. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing it right, though.
2 receivers to either side for Thau. Single back on 2nd and 5. Minute and a half to go before halftime. Thau back to pass, just gets blown up. That blitz came at a good time for Garden City. D.K. Johnson with the TKO on the sack, and it's a loss of 7. We'll bring up 3rd down. And the clock stops again. I don't know if we got a timeout. Players coming off the field.
Yeah, somebody called the timeout, just trying to see. Garden City called it smart. Yeah,
get the ball back.
Yeah, on 3rd down.
We'll take the quick break and be back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, SnowTV, and CentralCom Channel 10.
Doesn't that sound relaxing? At Risk Managers, we want to help you always feel that relaxed. So when you hear this, or this, or this, you know that you're protected. Peace of mind insurance solutions for individuals and businesses so that you can always sit back and enjoy your drink.
Minute 14 remaining here before halftime. 3rd down and 12 for the Badgers. Garden City down to 1 timeout remaining. Thou takes the snap. Play action. Sets up the little tunnel screen. It's complete to Jordan. Jordan nowhere to go with it. Read extremely well by the Broncbusters, coming up and making that play as flags come flying in here at the very end with some unnecessary activity, if you will. Garden City, that was number 9 who came up with that play, Greg. Kairan Garcia.
Yeah, and that's going to be a late hit, unsportsmanlike penalty against the Badgers. And the Badger players I kind of agree with him. It was right before the whistle was blown. Now he threw a guy to the ground, but yeah, they're just saying it was too much. I think Coach Erickson,
he doesn't like it.
He doesn't like that. Yeah, and Zach's the type of guy, if he thinks his guy did something wrong, he's going to let his guy know.
Yes.
And he's not letting his guy know here. It was right in front of him. But 2 officials saw it, and both of them threw the flag, so it's hard to debate with 2. Doesn't really matter. I mean, it matters in field position. It doesn't matter. The play wasn't going for a first down anyway.
Sure. Yeah, now the one punt that Joseph Brandt had was not really anything to write home about. It was a 16-yard net punt. And so 4th and 9 is going to get moved clear back to 4th and what? 24. The Badgers will have, 4th and 12. That was 4th and 9. So 4th and 27 is what we'll have here. And the Badger offense is still out there. Are they saying it should be 4th down, should it not?
Yeah, because that should have been after the play.
The dial-a-down says 3rd down on that far
they're
side.
Replacing it. They're fixing it.
Timeout, Garden City. It's the final half.
I guess it was the clock would have still ran, so Garden City wants to preserve it. We'll take the timeout and be right back here on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. SnowTV and CentralCom Channel 10.
Sanpete Steel in Moroni was founded in 1994 and is one of the major steel construction companies in the Intermountain West. Specializing in structural steel fabrication and assembly, Sanpete Steel's impressive portfolio includes the Hales Theater in Sandy and structures on the campuses of the University of Utah, BYU, and UVU. Sanpete Steel in Moroni, where their motto is done right and on time at 685 East Main Street. Call today at 800-261-1026. That's 800-261-1026. Or go to sanpetesteel.com.
I thought there was only one way to do college. I knew I needed training to set me up for a great career, but I didn't have 4 years. Snow helped me discover that college doesn't have to be about sitting in classes, counting down the hours. They showed me a way to get the edge I needed, and fast. The best part was with their low-cost programs and tuition assistance, I didn't have to go into debt. I was able to earn my certificate and start working right away. Snow College. This is college.
Welcome back on in. They're still saying it's 3rd down, which that's not right. It was the penalty happened at the end of the play.
Unless
it was a dead ball penalty, was it not?
I thought, yeah.
Either way, 3rd down and 29 is what it says on the scoreboard.
I find whenever I doubt these things, whenever I do this, what we're doing right now, I'm wrong. Usually. So obviously they know what they're doing.
There's something we don't know, yeah. Badgers go 2 far side, single near side here for Jack Thau. Thau's just going to hand it off to Jordan, left side. Jordan follows that initial block again, and Garden City's done a better job guarding those off-guard runs in this second quarter. And now the good news for the Badgers, that's huge that it was 3rd down, because you can run 40 seconds off this clock. Garden City doesn't have any timeouts. So if you're Snow, you punt it away with 20 seconds left. If I'm Garden City, I'm mad it wasn't 4th down earlier, right? You want the ball back with a minute left.
Yeah. And why would you accept the penalty if it's something that can be accepted to where
it would have been 4th down either way?
Yeah, I don't.
We'll have to ask Zach about that afterwards, because this is kind of a bizarre ending to the half.
and just trying to draw him offside now.
Let that run down as much as you can. Zach takes the timeout with 15 seconds left. We'll keep it here. Coming up on our halftime show, again, we'll be going over some stats for you, what the halftime stats show. Also, we'll talk a little bit about the Badgers' schedule this season. We didn't get to talk much about the conference, the new conference in the Southwest Junior College. Badgers with 4 ranked opponents on the schedule this year, 3 in conference, which...
And Zach didn't have to beg anybody.
No.
To come out here in a home and home. You know, you're in a conference, you're just set up with those games. I can't imagine how much easier Zach Erickson's life has been this last roughly year.
Since the announcement, there was, and he was so happy he could just focus on football all
right.
summer.
That's what I mean. Yeah. Yeah, he's still busy. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying he doesn't have to worry about who we're going to play in week 4.
Punt on its way from Brandt. Oh, this much better punt here from Joseph Brandt. Judas, that goes back and is fair caught at the 22-yard line. What a punt from Joseph Brandt to make up for the duck that came off his foot in quarter number 1.
He heard it from Coach Erickson after that first one as well. I saw it down here on the sideline. Wasn't going to say anything about it. You don't want to. But I hope Coach Erickson goes over to him and gives him a fist bump, a well-deserved one right now. Because that right there is the difference between... you got 9 seconds, 2 plays. If you get out of bounds, I mean, you're taking shots down the field now, whereas if it's only at the 45 or 50, okay, now you can get into field goal range pretty easy. But down inside the 25, that's going to be tough for Garden City. On the other hand, Delaney has been dropping dimes out there. Yeah, Travis Delaney Jr., he's coming back out. First 3 drives were the other quarterbacks. Now third quarterback on his, I think, third drive now.
Delaney's QBR, 592.6.
That's good.
in the 80s and 90s is pretty good, yeah.
That would be a record.
Delaney gets sacked. Gets brought down. Is it who I think it is? Let's see here. 43, is that who that was? Greg Jaden Manwaring with the sack. And that takes us to halftime. So the Badgers hold strong defensively at the half. Number 13, Snow College, 13. Number 10, Garden City, 10. We'll take a break and be right back with your halftime show next right here on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, SnowTV, and Centricom, Channel 10.
My name is Jared Livingston. I grew up in Sanpete County, Utah. I remember going down to the feed company back in the little offices there, got my first loan through Utah Heritage Credit Union. And ever since then, fell in love with the personal atmosphere that you get with a local credit union. Been there ever since I was a little kid to today, whether we're dealing with an auto loan or just cashing a check, they're right there every time we need them.
For over 70 years, Cache Valley Bank has been a part of Utah's financial landscape with 23 branches across the state of Utah. Cache Valley Bank isn't just a bank. We're neighbors, partners, and your financial advisors.
Committed to building stronger communities one transaction at a time with secure and reliable solutions, whether it's buying a home, expanding your business, or simply managing your day-to-day finances.
Visit any of our locations in Ephraim, Mount Pleasant, Fairview, or Nephi. Cache Valley Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
My parents know nothing about gaming. I told them we needed Centricom Fiber because it's by far the fastest and most reliable internet speeds.
Hey bud, dinner's ready. Time to turn off the game box.
Alright, this round's almost over.
These days, kids do a lot of their homework online. They talk to their teachers, they receive assignments, and they do research, all from our kitchen table. That's why I chose Centricom Fiber Internet. They have the fastest and most reliable connection, so my kids can stay on top of their schoolwork.
CO Building Systems in Ephraim manufactures a complete line of pre-engineered metal buildings of all sizes. Plus, they are your headquarters for custom metal roof and wall panels for your home or business, including all trim and accessories. All of their roof and wall panels are available in several gauges and over 20 different colors. For a free cost estimate or more information, contact CO Building Systems in Ephraim, 800-262-5347. That's 800-262-5347. Online at cobuildings.com.
I'm Dr. Brandon Beck, and I'm one of the general surgeons at Central Valley Medical Center. One of the best parts of my job as a general surgeon is to interact with a wide variety of people, and many of those people have experienced chronic conditions or painful things for many years. And there is nothing better than helping them to work through those conditions and to have an improved quality of life. I'm happy to be back in Utah at Central Valley Medical Center serving the people in our community.
Visits to the dentist cause great anxiety and fear in some people, further jeopardizing oral and overall health. This is Dr. Douglas. We not only deliver optimal dental care, we make you comfortable while we do it.
Douglas Dentistry's patients love listening to music or watching a movie during treatment. Some patients prefer nitrous oxide or laughing gas or conscious sedation.
Call Douglas Dentistry today, 283-3800. That's 283-3800. Find us on Facebook or click on douglasdentistryephrem.com.
We are all part of a team. Whether you are the quiet hero or the newest recruit, the steady anchor or the moral support, your team needs you. At Intermountain Health, Sanpete Valley Hospital, we want to be part of your team. Partner with us on your health and continue to be a game changer for your teammates.
My art is an expression of my identity. As an artist, my identity is everything. Every stroke I make depicts my purpose and every signature brings my dreams to life. I am La Morena. With my style check-in account from Mountain America Credit Union, I can create with confidence, knowing I have built-in identity protection. This premium future lets me stay focused and bringing color to the world. Open a new check-in account today. Make my style your lifestyle.
Welcome back on in. Halftime, number 13, Snow College 17. Number 10, Garden City 10. Our halftime score. Tanner Wilkinson and Greg Sterner with you here in our broadcast booth at Terry Foote Stadium and Robert Stoddard Field. Greg, thought that was a good first half overall from the Badgers. Definitely some things to clean up, things that could go better. But to have a 17-10 lead at the break over a team that's ranked ahead of you on week one, you're not going to say no to that.
You'll take it, yeah. Yeah, good job throwing the ball both by Bryce Benson and Jack Thau came in off the bench, 6 of 10, 60 yards. Aquilas Jansen, 11 carries, 52 yards. We got a lot of stats we'll go over throughout this halftime show. But, yeah, I've been impressed with them offensively and really defensively. Fale looking like a man out there.
Yeah, boy. Just the closing speed, the aggression, the form, all of it from Fale Atuia. He was clearly the best player in the first half. Let's go over. He had 3 solo tackles, 3 sacks, by the way, on 3 sacks on the game. Badgers had 5 in the first half, which is a fantastic number. Yeah. I lied. He's got 3 tackles for loss. My apologies. 6 total tackles. On the day for Atiawa, including 4 solo. So he clearly was the dude in the first half. Running down some of these other Gregs, Badgers 13 first downs to Garden City 6 on the game.
Moving the sticks, that's huge. And you mentioned during that first half, you mentioned the third down and fourth down conversions for both teams, and that goes to that first down stat right there. If you can't convert third or fourth down, you're going to have a problem getting first downs.
It was, it was a long kick return and then a bing, bang, boom play for Garden City. They haven't had, outside of that opening drive, an extremely consistent drive. And for the Badgers overall, currently sitting at they started running the ball really well, Greg. It's now down to 1.7 yards per carry with a couple sacks are involved in that. Snow took a couple sacks late. Aquarius Jordan does have 52 on the ground. Quarterbacking, Jack Thau, 6 of 10, 60 yards. And Bryce Benson, who unfortunately looks like his afternoon is done after getting the start, 4 of 8, 69 yards and a score. LaDainian Wall was impressive offensively, 3 for 55, including that kind of 50-50, really, if you want to call it a 33-66 ball, because it was
two defenders.
2-on-1 there, came down with that 40-yard bomb. And then Magleby, 2 for 24, Rab, 1 for 23, the tight end Dumas, 2 for 20, and the touchdown for Snow College. So overall, spreading it out pretty well offensively, and that's something you see out of Zach Erickson's squads most of the time, too.
Yeah.
A lot of guys get involved offensively.
Yeah, especially receiving the ball. Yeah, doing a good job. Not a lot of production on running the ball, as you mentioned. Now, a lot of those are sacks behind the line of scrimmage. You've got 30, Aquilius Jordan with 52 yards, but then those 2 quarterbacks between the 2 of them are negative 34, so that hurts the team average. But Aquilius Jordan just over 4 per carry, so he's doing okay.
He's doing all right. Yeah. They shored up. That was just 4.7 yards per carry. It was closer to 6, 7, 8 in the first quarter.
That's right.
Garden City adjusted well to that. They played 3 quarterbacks, Greg. McQueen, Lewis, and Delaney. Delaney's 2 for 2 for 78 yards and a score.
And he was number 3.
That came in. Lewis went 1 for 2 for 8 yards. McQueen 2 for 3, 10 total yards. Lewis was sacked 3 different times. So Delaney comes in, drops that bomb to, I believe that was Smith who made the catch. 2 catches, 43 yards and a score. 2 for 43 for Miesi as well on that front. Other defensive guys for the Badgers that maybe stood out. Will Warner had 4 total tackles as well. I thought the safety Jacob Turagava was also very, very good from his safety spot. He has 2 tackles. Both were big hits from his safety spot. But again, the eyes keep going to Atiua's total numbers, Greg. Just, again, can't emphasize enough how good he was in the first half.
Yeah.
Garcia's been very good. On the flip side for Garden City, he's got 5 total tackles for them. A sack and a half from Abram, who I thought played a very good first half as well, and DK Johnson also with the sack. They've had some good secondary as well. 3 different players with PBUs for Garden City.
Yeah, doing a good job. And there was some of those we mentioned where Snow was trying to take some shots. They wanted Bryce Benson throwing it up the sideline, and there was a few of those, and great defensive plays to knock them away. It was as we mentioned, it was good defensive play with that big play down to Ladanian Wall.
Yeah,
that 40-yard play. That was good defense. Those 2 defenders were right there to knock it down. Just better offense by Ladanian Wall to come down with it.
We got about 12 minutes to go here before halftime. When we come back on our halftime show, who else are the Badgers playing this year? Who else is in the Southwest Junior College Football Conference? We're going to break that down next. You're tuned in to Snow College Badger Football on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Channel 10, and SnowTV.
Doesn't that sound relaxing? At Risk Managers, we want to help you always feel that relaxed. So when you hear this, or this, or this, you know that you're protected. Peace of mind insurance solutions for individuals and businesses so that you can always sit back and enjoy your drink.
Sanpete Steel in Moroni was founded in 1994 and is one of the major steel construction companies in the Intermountain West. Specializing in structural steel fabrication and assembly, Sanpete Steel's impressive portfolio includes the Hales Theater in Sandy and structures on the campuses of the University of Utah, BYU, and UVU. Sanpete Steel in Moroni, where their motto is done right and on time at 685 East Main Street. Call today at 800-261-1026. That's 800-261-1026. Or go to sanpetesteel.com.
I thought there was only one way to do college. I knew I needed training to set me up for a great career, but I didn't have 4 years. Snow helped me discover that college doesn't have to be about sitting in classes, counting down the hours. They showed me a way to get the edge I needed, and fast. The best part was with their low-cost programs and tuition assistance, I didn't have to go into debt. I was able to earn my certificate and start working right away. Snow College. This is college.
I'm J.L. Larson.
And I'm Sarah Larson.
We're the owners and operators of Freedom Ford in Gunnison, Utah. We've been in business now for 38 years. Of those 38 years, we've done business with Utah Heritage Credit Union for over 20 of them. Even our kids have savings accounts there.
Utah Heritage is a great staple to Sanpete County. Homegrown credit union here that has helped, I believe, thousands of families throughout the valleys.
For over 70 years, Cache Valley Bank has been a part of Utah's financial landscape with 23 branches across the state of Utah. Cache Valley Bank isn't just a bank. We're neighbors, partners, and your financial advisors.
Committed to building stronger communities one transaction at a time with secure and reliable solutions, whether it's buying a home, expanding your business, or simply managing your day-to-day finances.
Visit any of our locations in Ephraim, Mount Pleasant, Fairview, or Nephi. Cache Valley Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
This school year will be different. This year, I'll do my assignments on time.
I will listen to my teacher.
I solemnly swear.
I won't eat any glue.
I'll do my homework every night.
Every night.
Research? No problem. School? I got this.
This year will be different. Visit Centricom.com to power your education with the best internet experience. Everyone succeeds with School to the Power of Centricom.
CO Building Systems in Ephraim manufactures a complete line of pre-engineered metal buildings of all sizes. Plus, they are your headquarters for custom metal roof and wall panels for your home or business, including all trim and accessories. All of their roof and wall panels are available in several gauges and over 20 different colors. For a free cost estimate or more information, contact CO Building Systems in Ephraim. 800-262-5347. That's 800-262-5347. Online at cobuildings.com.
Halftime here in Ephraim. The number 13th ranked Snow College Badgers 17, 10th ranked Garden City Community College Broncbusters 10 to start the first half of the season. Well, Greg, it was a big deal last year when it was announced that Snow College was joining the Southwest Junior College Football Conference. They wandered as an independent. If you thought being an independent at the FBS level was tough, I have news for you. Nothing compared to what Zach Erickson did keeping this program afloat with games to be played year after year, and now finds himself not having to worry about that part of his job scheduling. Badgers
just 1 or 2 games a year now.
Yeah. Yep. And next week you'll have that call with the Salt Lake Yetis, similar to the Utah Islanders, St. George Eagles, Ogden Jets, those kind of guys in between programs.
Yeah, guys that are out of high school, want to keep playing at the next level, maybe not to the level of Snow College yet. I noticed on Snow College JV roster, there's a few of those guys that I've seen on some of those Ogden Jet, St. George Eagle type rosters. So that's kind of cool. But anyway, guys that want to keep their dreams alive, and they'll come and play against Snow, and those games sometimes get a little bit out of hand. But the
good news is you have one of those a year instead of 3 or 4.
There was some times
Community
where
Christian
Gary
last year,
yeah,
101 points. I've never been speechless at the end of a broadcast before. And by speech, I just didn't know what else to say, to say the least. So that's next week. And then conference play starts. Tyler Cisco College, week 3 in Cisco, Texas. They'll be taking on Kilgore College, week 4, September 12th in Kilgore, Texas. Week 5, Trinity Valley Community College comes here to Ephraim, the first home game in conference play. Homecoming game for the Badgers. You will not be around that day.
I might Fort Collins.
I might not be around.
You
that
might
day.
have a new daughter that day.
We'll see what September 19th looks like. If labor hasn't started, I'll be here. I know where I'll be on the 19th. I'll be here in the booth, but still TBD on that. Tyler Junior College, who's ranked 4th in the country. By the way, and Trinity's ranked 7th, so you get back-to-back home games against top 10 teams. Trinity Valley is ranked 7th. Tyler Junior College, who came here last year in a non-conference game and beat Snow, they made the playoff last year, the 4-team playoff, lost to Hutch in the semis. Their head coach, Tanner Jacobson, who was a former assistant here at Snow, former BYU football player, is now the DC at Weber State. So they have a new head coach there at Tyler, but they are preseason ranked number 4 and picked to win the conference in both the coaches and media polls that they did. Week 7 is Blinn College on the road October 3rd in Brenham, Texas. Home to Bluebell Ice Cream is where Blinn is.
All right.
If I make that trip, a certain someone in North Carolina may be also making that trip out to join me there.
Just to
Blinn.
eat ice cream and watch their Badgers.
Week 9, New Mexico Military, who Snow is most familiar with, has played the most out of this conference. They'll travel down to Roswell, New Mexico. Hopefully not run into any Heisenbergs down there over the course of their time in Roswell.
Not run into any little green men. That's what you got to worry about there.
And then week 10 is Navarro College back here in Ephraim. Navarro ranked 12th in the preseason poll. So you got all 3 top 15 teams at home this year.
That's awesome.
All the ranked teams come to Ephraim, which is good news. And then what's cool about this conference is they play a conference tournament. So they take the top 4 teams into a playoff there to see who is the conference champion, which I think is
That's
a really
so
cool
great.
idea.
Yeah.
It's not just the top 2 teams in a conference championship game. You got to earn your way there. First, you got to finish in the top 4, and those are all home site games. Those will be played by the higher seeds. So,
is the championship the higher seed of those, or is that? Do you know that?
I believe
I'm putting you on
so.
the spot,
I believe so. From what I understand, yes.
Okay.
I don't know that with a certainty, 100% certainty,
Okay.
but I believe that is the case.
So there's a chance you go undefeated in conference and win your first playoff game, and you get 2 extra home games. That's neat.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And in part of Snow's reasoning for wanting to join this conference, obviously good competition. You got 4 teams in the top 15 in this conference. Odds are you win the conference, you've got a spot in the 4-team playoff.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, and then you also talk about the recruiting.
Yes.
Going down to Texas all the time. You want to get some of those Texas kids up here. Look, Texas football, as everyone knows, is different than the rest of the country. And you get down there and get some of those kids, get a little bit of a pipeline coming up here to Snow College. That would be great.
Well, where was Zach Erickson coaching before he came to Snow? He's coaching high school football in the state of Texas.
That's right.
So he knows that area
some
well.
folks.
Yeah. And it's a good fit on a lot of levels. He said the other athletic directors and presidents have been very welcoming and great in the conference. It's a big thing. So major shout out to athletic director Karen Johnson. She made that happen pretty quick. She'd only been the AD 3-4 months.
That's right.
Rob Nielsen had laid a lot of the groundwork with that, but a major shout out to our athletic director Karen Johnson for getting that deal done, along with President Stacy McKiff. 2 minutes to go here, Greg, before we get you into the second half. Let's talk some keys to the second half. Let's start on the Snow College side as they sit leading 17-10.
Yeah, I think offensively, keep it clean, no turnovers. You gotta keep it clean there in the second half. Garden City, they're pinning their ears back at the defensive line. I'm interested to see if they're able to get the run game going, if Snow will, or if they're just going to have to exclusively go to the throw game, because the run game there in the last half of that first half, the kind of last half of the second quarter, it wasn't working as well. So see if they're able to establish that. Now defensively, Snow's looking good. Really, the only thing that happened after that first drive was a big play.
Yeah.
Other than that, Snow's been able to bottle up Garden City. Let's see if they're able to keep doing that. And we mentioned it in the first half. They were able to do it with three defensive linemen, 3 down linemen, and then just 1 linebacker coming from either the outside or the middle. If they're able to keep doing that and keep 7 guys back, that bodes well for the Badgers.
Without question. If you want to watch a former Badger legend tonight, Tampa Bay does play Kansas City in preseason football. If you have ESPN Unlimited, which I believe is just ESPN Plus, I may rename it every 5 years to keep it relevant, I guess. I don't know. That is going to be broadcast tonight if you have the ESPN packages to go see Keontae Scott play corner for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Kid that was in Ephraim for a couple of years, went down to Auburn, then to Miami, as you mentioned in the first half. Yeah, that's root on those former Badgers.
Tijon Palmer, a former wide receiver, went on to play at UAB. He's on the Patriots right now.
He was the Cardinals, right?
He
for
was
a while?
up until 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
Arizona cut him, and then he instantly got picked up by New England. So.
Okay. Did he do much in Arizona? You would know this because you're a Cardinals fan.
I am a Cardinals fan.
And the Badgers.
I'll say this for Tijon. He's going to a place that knows how to win. He was not in a place that knows how to win.
Yeah.
I'm going to give my daughter the option of what NFL team she wants to root for. I'll put it that way.
Doesn't have to be
She doesn't really get a choice when it comes to Division I football, basketball, or the NBA, but I'll let her pick her NFL team. This was, I don't know if I told you this, Fanatics was having a massive sale. So a bunch of their player jerseys were $3.99 for guys that were no longer on the team.
Oh, okay.
So Kyler Murray just left the Cardinals this offseason. I may or may not have not bought a onesie, a nice Nike onesie.
Which would have fit either your daughter or Kyler Murray.
You stole the joke.
Yes!
You knew it. You knew what it was.
I didn't know it, but it came to me.
That's the joke. It's game worn. It's authentic.
Dang it.
I
apologize, Tanner.
Our good friend Brant Stevens, who's a diehard Buffalo's Bills fan, when he's had kids, I bought him little Bills stuff for his girls, and I sent him a picture and said, game worn, and he's like, okay, that's pretty darn good.
Pretty funny.
Because Kyler's my size. I've seen him play in person twice, and Compared to all the other Giants in the NFL, he's not 5'10". 5'10's generous.
You got to hand it to him
for old K1.
Yeah, you got to hand it to him for how well he's done.
Badgers do get the football here to start this second half with a 17-10 lead. Here over 10th-ranked Garden City Community College as the Broncbusters send it deep here to start the second half. It's Will Warner bringing it out 2 yards into the end zone. Heads up field, has some space, and gets to the 25. So not the worst decision in the world for the Badgers as they'll bring it out and have first down and 10 right at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, you can tell the Badgers are really aggressive on those kick returns. They've had a few that went into the end zones that they've taken out, and Will Warner with a nice return just out to the 25. But he gets ahead of steam pretty quick when he's heading upfield. He's out of Snow Canyon High School in St. George.
You and I may have called a game of his because we did do a Snow Canyon game 2 years ago.
That's right. Yeah.
Back-to-back years. We did the one in Manti.
That's right.
And then you and I went down and did one the next year. So
that is right. They have a nice booth. Treat you right down there in that booth down at Snow Canyon High School.
A couple, a former Badger and a current Badger played in those games for Manti. Reggie Frischnick the first year, Tala Papa year 2. It's a handoff left side now to Jordan, and Jordan just bottled up again.
Yeah.
Give Garden City credit. They've made some good adjustments along that D-line. Tristan Abram in on the stop.
Yeah, we've called his name multiple times. 6'3", 235, perfect size for a defensive end at this level, and got some speed, and he's done a good job bottling up the Badgers when they try and run his way.
Second down and 9, 14:27 to go. Just starting the second half here for Snow College. 2 receivers to either side for Jack Thau. Single back is Jordan. Thau takes another low snap, picks it up off the turf, running out of time is Thau, and he's sacked. Another bad low snap. I don't know what the issue's been. And you know, Miley Fonu is an experienced guy. I don't know if there's something wrong with the glove or, you know, is it so hot that there's some sweat that's being involved in this? I don't know what the deal is because Miley's been a consistent good center in his career here at Snow College.
Yeah, something to watch. See if those shotgun snaps. Snow doesn't go under center very often under Zach Erickson, if at all. Seems like they might have a couple times last year when this same problem happened.
You're right. Yeah. You're right. 2 to either side for Thau. He brings Wall in motion, takes the snap. That's a good one. Pocket holding initially for Thau. He's going to roll to his right. He's going to launch it downfield. Has a man there. It is nearly intercepted with one hand by the defensive back, Jameer Washington. As Cade Harrelson had a man beat, Thau just couldn't quite get it far enough to him.
Yeah, just needs to put a little bit of air under that. Harrelson had some room down the sideline there. He would have went for 6 if there would have been some air under that one.
So 4th down, Badgers a quick 3 and out, not how you wanted to start this second half. The Badgers will punt it away.
Got to see if they're going to be able to get that passing game going here. Maybe some shorter stuff instead of chucking it down the field. Maybe get 5-6 yards on a crossing route.
And that was starting to work toward the end of the half as Joseph Brandt gives another good high kick here as it is fair caught at the 45-yard line where Garden City will have 1st and 10. So good field position again for the Broncbusters. That was a good punt. I mean, he was punting it from his end zone.
Yeah.
It's not a bad punt by Joseph Brandt.
50, yeah. Brandt's had a good game. Couple of PATs, obviously, a deep field goal, and 2 excellent punts.
So it'll be 1st down and 10, Garden City out at the 45-yard line. See what halftime adjustments they made. Travis Delaney remains in. Well, I think they've answered their quarterback situation, at least for this week, Greg, because since he came in, he has not checked out. 1st and 10 for Delaney. Badgers show blitz off the edge. Delaney, quick hitter to the outside. It's complete. Badgers there to make the stop as the pass was complete to Cordavion Reed for a gain of 6.
Pretty good play call and good job by Delaney to read that. You had really soft coverage out there on the slot. Outside their bump, really, really tight, but they're really soft on the outside, and that's just a 5-yard and out. Just plant your foot, run to the outside, quarterback delivers it. You're going to get 5-6 yards pretty easily as long as your quarterback can deliver. Which he did.
He did perfectly there. 2nd down and 6 now. Delaney takes the snap. Handoff left side. Badgers get there in a hurry. Another tackle for loss for Snow College. Number 42, Drayson Afuvai coming up with the TFL, and the Badgers force 3rd and 6.
Max Johnson on the tackle there, too. He came a little bit later, but it looked like he was getting held. he was calling for it. You see when they kind of put up their hands a little bit when defensive linemen are trying to run past an offensive lineman, but then still got past that and helped make the play.
3rd down at 6, 2 receivers near side, single receiver far side for Delaney. Delaney claps the hands, back to pass. Throws a dart over the middle, right into the pocket of the receiver, makes the catch, makes one Badger miss, and it takes a slew of Badgers to bring him down after getting the catch and run for a first down. Jamarcus Smith, excellent route. That ball got delivered right where it was supposed to be.
Smith, a great route, but also nice little juke move there to get another 5-6 yards or so.
Garden City to the 31-yard line. The Badgers' defense has gotten better the further Garden City has gotten into their territory, which hasn't been super often, but see what adjustments Snow makes on the drive. Delaney in shotgun. 2 near side, single receiver far side. Back at his left hip. It's an option keeper for Delaney. He throws it to the outside, and that's incomplete. Trying to get it to that receiver on the outside. That's Jaden Landrum, the tight end, kind of in that H-back-ish type situation, slot back type play, and it falls incomplete.
Another one of those triple option type, newfangled triple option where you fake it to the dive man up front. Quarterback can keep it, or he can throw it out to the outside. And the nice thing about that is it's not a backwards pass. It's not a pitch backwards, so that's incomplete. You just live to play another down.
The shovel pass is similar, right?
Yeah.
The lower risk type plays you can implement into your run game. 2nd down and 10 for Delaney. Single back at his hip. Delaney takes the snap. It's a give up the middle. And an okay run on 2nd down. Gain of 4, maybe 5. It's number 7 getting the run, and we got an injured Badger on the play.
Jaden Manwaring again with another hit for the Badgers. He filled that gap pretty well. Pretty good road grading there by the offensive line against the defensive line, but then Manwaring came up from the middle backer position to clean it up.
Aiden Juarez was the ball carrier for Garden City.
Multiple Badgers coming in. 5 or 6 substitutions that time. We have another helmet come off, or maybe a guy get injured, so they're...
I think one of each.
Okay.
Would be my guess. 3rd down and 6. Big 3rd down here for the Badger defense. It's nothing like saying big 3rd down on a late summer, early fall afternoon. Delaney. It's going to be an option. Read and read perfectly by the Badgers.
Who is it? Who is it?
Take a wild guess, my friend. File Atuia shot out of a cannon for a loss of 6. Took the running back out, and the Badgers force 4th and 11.
Yeah, wow. How many of those has he had? That would be his either 4th or 5th tackle for loss when we're including sacks into those. Wow, what a play by Atuia.
That's at least his 4th or 5th tackle for loss.
Yeah.
So now another, this 49-yard attempt, which was good early in the game. This exact same spot where the Broncbusters will be kicking from. Snap's good, hold good, kick on its way, and it is short. Not going to get there. The Badgers bend and do not break yet again, holding Garden City to no points.
You called that, though. You said, the Badgers' defense has gotten better on this side of the 50 and even really closer to like the 30-yard line. And Badgers have turned them away again. Broncbusters, if they come out of Ephraim with a loss today, they're going to be very disappointed in some of their drives that they weren't able to finish.
Had moments, but it is about capitalizing when you get those opportunities, right? We talked about that was a big struggle for Snow last year.
Yeah,
Snow's been pretty good at capitalizing on gifts so far today. We'll see if they can do so here after the missed field goal.
Got to get that ball movement now with Thau at quarterback. Kind of slowed down here in this last
quarter and a half.
Yeah.
2 receivers to either side for Jack Thau. Single back is Aqualis Jordan.
One thing I should have mentioned, well, we'll come back to it. We talked about how we were wrong on the officials.
Oh, we were not.
We had a studio analyst who gave us a call and let us know we were not wrong.
Thau to pass on 1st and 10. Delivers, picked. No one was in the area of the defensive back. He takes it inside the 10, and it's a pick 6 for the Broncbusters. Number 2, Dante Alexander. There was no one in the area.
Yeah. Dante just read that completely, just sat on that route outside, and it was right to him. Nobody in front of him. Wow.
The pick 6 makes it 17-16 with 10:06 to play in the 3rd. a complete momentum changer
Boy,
for Garden City.
Yeah.
Extra point to tie it up here. There's just no one in the area.
Yeah,
Receiver
that was
a little further down.
Yeah, wrong read that time. And you know, you never know if that's the quarterback's fault or maybe if a receiver was supposed to stop on the route. But as it is, there was nobody there, and that was delivered right to Garden City.
Extra point good. 10:06 to play in the third quarter. Snow College 17, Garden City 17 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10 along with SnowTV.
As a urologist, my job includes treating kidney stones, diagnosing, treating prostate cancer, and other disorders of the urinary system. Here at CVMC, specialists and primary care physicians all work very closely together.
As a family physician, being able to have continuity of care and direct relationships with our specialists is something we're very fortunate to have here.
I'm Dr. David Sewell, board-certified urologist. I'm proud to provide state-of-the-art care here at Central Valley Medical Center.
Visits to the dentist cause great anxiety and fear in some people, further jeopardizing oral and overall health. This is Dr. Douglas. We not only deliver optimal dental care, we make you comfortable while we do it.
Douglas Dentistry's patients love listening to music or watching a movie during treatment. Some patients prefer nitrous oxide or laughing gas or conscious sedation.
Call Douglas Dentistry today, 283-3800. That's 283-3800. Find us on Facebook or click on douglasdentistry.com.
Pick six has tied us up at 17 as the kick here from Garden City goes in for a touchback. Badgers will have it as there has been another change at quarterback, Greg. I believe based on what we're seeing in the huddle here, Dylan Story is going to get an opportunity here.
Dylan, he's a redshirt sophomore out of American Fork High School.
Played in that community Christian game last year, which,
okay.
I mean, kind of everyone got to play in that community Christian game a year ago.
Got in that one.
You were out of town and you got in on that one.
I was not there for that one.
Yeah, needless to say, that's how that went. So Story now in at quarterback for the Badgers. See how he responds to being thrusted in. Likely the fourth quarterback on this. Steve Smedley's hurt, was likely going to be the starter. As the handoff goes up the gut. Tala Papa.
There we go, Tala.
First carry. It looks like he never left Manti High School.
Gets the man some carries.
It's a gain of 8 on 1st and 10 for Tala. Ran a guy over. You know, when you play at a smaller school that you and I cover, like Manti, usually you play both ways. I would rather be tackled by Tala than try and tackle him. That's how physical of a runner he is.
That's a great comment there, Tanner. The kid runs hard, man. First team All-State last year. We'll talk more.
Second and a yard. Quick hitter to the outside. Rab makes, nearly made the guy miss. Fell forward. Might have just got the 2 yards for the first down.
Yeah, I think you got it there. Yeah, Tala Papa, first team All-State last year for a state championship runner-up Manti team. Lost in the state final to Cedar 41-35, but Tala over 1,100 yards rushing, had I think around 600 yards receiving. A lot of that little shovel pass that we've talked about today, basically a run from the line of scrimmage. Over 100 tackles. Tala, I love that kid, man, and I'm excited to see him at this level.
Story in shotgun. Tala Papa at his left hip. Brings that tight end from left to right. Story, quarterback keep, read not correctly and just drilled in the backfield. Number 55 coming up with that stop. That's Taven Barnes with the big TFL, and the Badgers lose 4 on first down.
Yeah, that was never there that time. And I don't know if it would have been any better on the option if he would have given it to Tala that time, but I don't know if that play's working with this Garden City defensive line, how quickly they're getting in the backfield.
2 to either side for Story. Badgers get a new play call in from the sideline. It was the story last year. Quarterback carousel, well, we're on our third, and it's game 1 in a tied game with 8 minutes to go in the third quarter. Tala Papa goes to the right hip of Dylan Story. Now goes to his left side. Story takes the snap. Back to pass. Throws a dart over the middle. Has a man who takes a shot. Oh, that is too bad. An absolute drill of LaDainian Wall, and he is grabbing at those ribs.
Yeah, that's a good defensive play right there, and they're celebrating it, and they're going to get a penalty if they don't cool it out there. But a big hit by Garden City, just timed it perfectly. I mean, you hate to see it if you're a Badger fan here with what LW has done today, but big ol' hit.
As he is, and you're hoping this is just at least a win. If it minimum win knocked out.
Yeah,
I mean, he got hit hard.
Number 2's out there. Was it Dante Alexander with the hit, or was it number 4 out there, Jameer Washington? Both are DBs, and I saw them both out there. I just don't remember who made the hit, so I apologize, but big hit.
Alexander, who's the one who had the pick 6 moments ago.
Yeah.
So if it was him, boy, he's having a whale of a third quarter. And he's favoring his leg, too. Originally, I thought he was grabbing, stomach and ribs. This might have been a multi-injury here from LaDainian Wall. Hope the best for him, man. They need him. He's got that big playability that we saw in the first half. So the Badgers will now face 3rd down and 15. Under 8 to play in quarter number 3, Third quarterback in, Dylan Story. Trips near side, single receiver far side. Jordan is back in as the tailback here. Story takes a snap. They bring 4. Story pumps with it, throws over the middle. It's low and incomplete. Just couldn't quite get the ump on it to get it to Rockwell Magleby. It'll be 4th down. The Badgers have to punt it away.
Yeah, and Magleby did right what he needed to do. Ran right down that 1st down line. If that ball would have been delivered on the numbers, he would have had enough for a 1st down, even with a defensive back right there to make a stop. Just not able to get the ball high enough to him.
Joseph Brandt will punt this away. Brandt's last 2 punts have been excellent. The Badger defense today has been excellent, but a pick 6, daunting right now. What a boot from Brandt. My goodness, the fair catch. Call for it's muffed and recovered at the 25 by Garden City. Interesting, the return man had something to say there. Usually you're not talking after you've muffed a punt, but Badgers forced to punt. Garden City going to look to try and get their first lead since it was 3-0 early in the game. They'll have it at the 25.
The Badger defense has played pretty well here. Really just 10 points are on them. That other 7 was a pick 6, obviously. So see if the Badgers are maybe able to get a turnover themselves. I don't think they've created – there hasn't been a turnover by Garden City today. So turnover on downs.
Right. They've got 2 of those, but, no actual turnover.
Yeah.
7:44 to go here in the third quarter. Hard clap here for Delaney. Going to throw, far side, broken up, incomplete. Good hand fighting both sides. I like the no call there.
The
good
flag
night.
comes in, but that's on both guys, man. I don't know about that.
And to wait that long, I don't like that at all. Zach Erickson really doesn't like it.
We had a great view of that, and that was both guys. Oh,
that's terrible.
Yeah.
I don't like saying stuff like that, but that's just not good. Zach's not happy, and I don't blame him. I thought it was good one-on-one coverage between Miesi and Ozzie Williams. They flag Ozzie for it, so that's going to give Garden City a 1st down as they march closer into Badger territory.
Yeah, that's a tough one right there. That's, both guys were fighting there, and that official from the back obviously saw something the one that was right next to it on the sideline didn't see.
1st and 10 for Garden City as Travis Delaney trips. Far side brings that tight end now from left to right. Takes the snap, lot of movement. Yeah, this is, for a first game, it's been pretty clean as far as procedural penalties go today, Greg. But, that one was pretty obvious. So 1st and 10 becomes 1st and 15. Rasheed Wallace probably has something to say about that.
It never lies.
Ball don't lie. 7:38 to go here in the third. If you stepped away at halftime and are just rejoining us, a pick 6 put Garden City in a position to tie the game. They did so, and now trying to drive and get the lead back as Delaney brings that tight end again from left to right. Play action. Pass on 1st down. Delaney's going to run for it. Right side just heaves it across his body. One-on-one coverage, and it ultimately falls incomplete.
Flag in the backfield again.
Good eye. It was covered up for me. I didn't see that. So he's trying to get that downfield to the wide receiver, Jamarcus Smith, but another hold now on Garden City. Badgers are going to take it and back them up further.
Yeah.
Take those yardage.
Yeah, putting Garden City clear behind the sticks here. Got to get up right to midfield to get a first down.
They're at the 25, so 1st and 25 now for Garden City. Badger defense has been, again, very impressive here. You think 17 points through 3 quarters, not terrible, but they've really only given up the 10 with the pick 6. So 1st and 25 now for Delaney. Takes the shotgun snap, back to pass. Quick hitter over the middle. It's low. A nice diving snag by Gage Miesi. Makes the catch, gets a chunk of those yards back out to the 34-yard line. So a gain of 9. Second, or give him 10. 2nd and 15 now. Now 2nd and 11. Oh, excuse me. Wow, 2nd and 16.
Kind of in between that 15, 16, isn't it?
2 to the left, single receiver near side with a kind of a wishbone formation here for Delaney. He's got that big fullback. Takes the snap, back to pass. It's a throw near side, very short and incomplete. In coverage for the Badgers, number 21, Wesley Valgerdson. Does a nice job getting the paw on it low.
Good play by Wesley there to break on that ball and just get that hand in there. That would have been a low pass. It was put right where the receiver. It needed to be for only the receiver to get it, but good job by Wesley to get in there and knock it away.
3rd down and 16. Badgers will make a few substitutions here. 6:49 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Tied at 17 apiece. Top 15 matchup to open up the season here in Ephraim. I told our good friend Brad James I predicted the final score would be Snow 24, Garden City 20.
Okay.
And that is still very much alive. Delaney throws near side to nobody. Just had to get rid of it. There was a receiver in the general area. No one's calling for, an intentional ground or anything like that, but Delaney was getting bared down on it. It's 4th down, and another punt coming here now for Garden City.
See if Snow could maybe get something going on this punt return here. Offense has slowed down a little bit, but maybe get something in special teams.
6:44 remaining. Be another punt here for Garden City. Garden City on special teams. Let's see. They've only punted one time. It was a 50-yard punt from Levitt. But this will be their 2nd attempt as they've gone for it on a couple 4th downs. And this punt heads towards the sideline, takes a very friendly Garden City bounce. Wow, down inside the 15 to the 12. Excellent punt by Devitt.
Let's see if Snow College is able to get something going here. Got a lot of yards to try and break this tie. A lot of yards in front of them before they break this tie. And the offense just hasn't been clicking. Let's see if they're able to maybe get something going. You had that one run by Tala Papa in that last drive, but that was about it. See if they go back to him, if he's coming out, or our guy Aquelis Jordan.
It'll be Jordan.
Yeah. Okay.
Jordan in the backfield, 2 receivers far side, single near side for Dylan Story. Again, the 3rd quarterback Snow's play today. Steve Smedley, who they were excited about, not available today at quarterback. So Bryce Benson gets the start. He gets hurt. Jack Thau, a pick 6. And now we find ourselves with Story in as Jordan with a nice 1st down run. A gain of 3, maybe 4 yards. That's better than what we've been seeing with the 1 or 2 yard gains. And Jordan takes it up near the 20, 21 yard line.
Going to commit to the run, though? Get another 3 or 4 yards, or are you going to go to the throw after 3 or 4 yards here? I'd say 4 yards there.
About to find out, my friend.
Yeah.
2nd down and 6. 2 receivers far side, single near for Story. Jordan at his hip. Story takes the snap. It's going to be a give to Jordan right side. Jordan following those blockers gets lit up right at the line. Block just didn't hold, Greg, and so it's a minimal, maybe half a yard gain. 3rd down.
And that's why they haven't been able to commit to the run right there. Because you get 3 or 4 yards on 1st down, and then you get stopped, and you got to throw it. On 3rd and 5, you can't be calling a run play. Most likely, they did get a 3rd and 15 where they got 16 yards. So we'll see if I'm wrong. But
3rd down and 5, 2 to either side here now for Story. Buckner is the back, likely to block here in the backfield. Story brings a man in motion. Takes the snap, back to pass. Gets drilled, ball's in the air. It's a jump ball, it's caught.
And who got it?
One Mr.
L-Dub.
L-Dub, LaDainian Wall. Good to see him back in after taking that shot earlier in the quarter. LaDainian goes up. The ball kind of popped because of the way Story got hit, but Wall was the only man around, goes up and snags it. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. The Badgers move the sticks and get a first down.
Yeah, moving those sticks, that's huge.
Story, single back at his hip. Going to be a run up the gut and just not a lot of room for Buckner. Falls forward for a gain of 3, maybe 4, but and give Garden City a lot of credit. They're making contact with the ball carrier extremely early on these carries.
Yeah, that was all on Buckner to get those 3 yards that time.
They're going to give him 4 out of it, so 2nd down and 6.
All right.
Good job falling forward. Story goes hard count, now looks at the sideline. 4:15 to play here in the third quarter. Trips near side for Story. Single receiver far side. Takes the snap, back to pass. Story going to take a shot down the sideline. Jump ball, it's one-handed and in and out of the hands. A great effort by Cade Haroldson. Couldn't quite haul it in.
Pretty good ball that time. Good coverage by Garden City, and Haroldson just about made a highlight reel catch. But now you got third
and 6, third and 7.
6, yeah.
4 minutes remaining here in the third quarter, and it's just not been the Badgers' day on offense in the second half specifically.
Yeah.
And the way Joseph Brandt kicked that 40-yard field goal, you think just give him a chance to get in the field goal range, right?
Yeah.
Don't want to be sitting at 17 forever. 2 receivers to either side now for Story. Back to pass. Pocket hold, Story, little dump off, complete. Wall makes a man miss. First down near midfield to the 49. L-Dub, LaDainian Wall with a catch and run on a little slant route. Well done.
That dude's the definite offensive player of the game today so far. Yeah, he's keeping this drive going by himself. I love the crossing routes. If you're not able to get that down the sideline on those big chunk plays, just take what you can get. L-Dub makes one guy miss and gets a first down.
Story. Going to give right side a loss for the Badgers as he gave that to Buckner. Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
That puts that behind the 50 now. Yeah, 2nd and 11. But, yeah, that running game, they're just on it so quick is Garden City. See if the Badgers... You don't see the Badgers go with like a heavy line one side. I mean, they usually like to spread it out, maybe just one tight end, but see if they can do something to get that running game going.
2nd and 11 here. Story back to pass. Throws on a slant. It's batted in the air and will fall incomplete. D lineman sticking a big paw up. Combination of guys inside there. Taven Barnes along with Donovan Randall. Not sure whose paw that hit, but they were the 2 on that side of the line.
Barnes is out there acting. He's buckling it up out there, so I think it was probably him. Isn't that what that is? The kids do nowadays? Buckle? I don't know.
You know better. You may actually know better than me on that one, having kids around that age, right?
There you go.
I don't think my 36-week daughter is, prenatal daughter. Back to pass. Story gets rid of it. Trying to get it to C.J. Rabb. So now 4th and 11. You're still on your side of the field. I think you got to play the field position game here, Greg.
I think you got to punt it with the way your defense has been playing, and the defensive back that time was just sitting on that one. Dante Alexander, he was just ready for that. He knew how far Snow had to get. He's saying, if you want to throw a 2-yard out, I'll just wait for you to catch that, and I'll make the tackle. Did one better. He separated him from the ball, but, yeah, it's going to force a punt here.
So it'll be Joseph Brandt on to punt for the Badgers. Had a couple really nice punts earlier today. See if he can play the position game here. This a Butte Clark. My goodness. Fair catch. Oh, and it just hits right at the 1.
And then goes in.
And yeah, it doesn't stop.
Yeah.
If it was stopping, I would have probably got a little more excited than that. But the punt does go in for a touchback, and it will be Garden City football coming out at the 20. Badger defense, Greg, there's just not much more we can say. They've been so consistent and so good. tackles, 7 or 8 tackles for loss total, 5 or 6 of them by one player. But as a unit, they've just been really, really impressive.
Yeah, first-year defensive coordinator here, Trey Herman, moved up from, I think from, I did a little bit of research on him. I think he came up from Texas. I think Texas high school, he was coaching down there. So he's here at Snow, and the defense looks good. It would be nice if they could maybe take the game into their own hands and get a turnover.
That might be the one thing that's been missed is a turnover here. Delaney in shotgun. It's a handoff up the gut. Badgers stay stout. Just a gain of 2 on the carry.
Looks like Jacob Turagavu coming in, making a hit. Was that 30 that came in there, I
believe
think?
So.
Yeah.
Elijah West-Dua, the ball carrier, had a couple good runs in that opening drive, but hasn't seen a lot since. So it's a gain of 3, 2nd down and 7 now for the Broncbusters. 2 receivers to either side now for Delaney. Claps the hands, sends the back out in motion. Delaney back to pass, empty set, throws short, complete to the receiver, who's immediately tackled again.
Same.
Nice drive from Jacob Turagavu. It's another short gain and sets up a manageable 3rd down.
Yeah, 2 straight tackles by him. He kind of did the similar thing to what the Broncbusters did on that last drive, just saying, okay, I'll keep you in front of me and make a tackle right as you catch it. But it does get him pretty close. A lot of playbook options open for Garden City here when you just got 3rd and 2.
Rakim L with the reception, 3rd and 2. Under 2 to play, under a minute and a half to play here in quarter number 3. Tied at 17. No offensive touchdowns in this 3rd quarter, but a pick 6 that tied the game for Garden City. Delaney takes the shotgun snap. It's a handoff up the gut, and the Badgers get there. The pile pushes, but it's not going to push forward as Snow gets a stop. No gain on the play for West-Dua. This Badger D-line has been so good all day. The linebackers have come in and cleaned up. Safeties if need be. It's been a complete unit.
Mote Maunga in there from a defensive tackle position, or is he playing D-end? It's kind of, I guess D-end on that 3-man front, but Mote Maunga, number 5. Love a single-digit defensive lineman.
I was just going to point that out.
Big fella.
Usually when you are a single-digit D lineman, it means you're pretty good and you think pretty highly of yourself. And I don't mean that
No.
He's a confident kid and made a big play right there. 4th down and 2. The punt here. And this one high and not as deep as the previous ones have been. Fielded and cutting back with it. Staying on his feet, Will Warner. 2nd level, 40. Gets to the 30 and steps out of bounds. Excellent field position. Exactly what the Badgers needed, Greg. A little bit of a field flip. And they're basically in Brant's range at this point. Maybe 5 more yards and you'd feel a little more comfortable. But overall, what a return from Will Warner.
I was thinking Will's just going to let that thing go out of bounds. It was right along the sideline, and he cuts it back to the middle of the field and gains a good 20 yards on that return. That's huge. That's the sort of thing. Turnovers, special teams plays, that's something that can really help an offense that's struggling.
First down and 10 from the 28-yard line. Split back set here for Story to start. First time we've seen that. I believe it's Tala and Jaden in the backfield here. Tala, Papa,
interesting,
and Buckner.
Yeah.
First time we've seen that, and they go with the tight end on the far left side, single receiver to either side here for Story.
As tight of a set as you'll see Snow go.
Tala Papa the carry. Heads upfield, sheds 1 tackle, dragging a defender or 2 with him. He just doesn't stop. We've seen that year after year just down the road at Manti High. Gain of 5 for Tala will bring up 2nd and 5.
Yeah, great run there on first down from Tala Papa. Snap was a little bit high, set off the timing just a little bit, threw off the timing just a little bit, but good effort by Tala.
End of 3, Snow 17, Garden City 17. Don't go anywhere. 4th quarter action next on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. SnowTV and CentralCom Channel 10.
We are all part of a team. Whether you are the quiet hero or the newest recruit, the steady anchor or the moral support, your team needs you. At Intermountain Health, Sanpete Valley Hospital, we want to be part of your team. Partner with us on your health and continue to be a game changer for your teammates.
My art is an expression of my identity. As an artist, my identity is everything. Every stroke I make depicts my purpose, and every signature brings my dreams to life. I am La Morena. With my style check-in account from Mountain America Credit Union, I can create with confidence, knowing I have built-in identity protection. This premium future lets me stay focused and bring college to the world. Open a new checking account today. Make my style your lifestyle.
Fourth quarter, 15 minutes left. A top 15 matchup in Ephraim that's become a slugfest. Snow College, 13th in the country, 17. 10th ranked Garden City, 17. 2nd and 5 for the Badgers to start the fourth quarter here. Story, handoff Talapapa, follows that block to the right side. Or excuse me, that was Buckner with the carry. And it's no gain on the play. 3rd down and 5 now.
Had that one blocker out there, just needed to follow him a little bit more to the left. I think Buckner saw a little bit of green grass in front of him, thought if I can make one man miss, I might have a good 10, 15 yards here. But a good tackle by Garden City.
One receiver to either side, the split back set for Story, Talapapa and Buckner. Story takes the snap. It's a give to Tala left side, follows that lead block, spins out of it, falls forward, keeps the legs churning, gets a good chunk of those. He needed 5, got 4, and now a flag comes in. Towards the end of the play over on that far side. And
Badgers are pointing the other way.
They get a face mask maybe.
Oh.
Body language suggests it'll be a Badger first down here.
You called it.
Didn't think it was a late hit because they kind of threw it as the play was ending as opposed to after. So Badgers get a first down, puts them at the 10.
That's big because on 4th and 1 right there, do you break the tie and kick the field goal or do you try and go for it? Don't need to make that decision. I like this little bit more power. Excuse me, Tanner. Sorry. I like this more power set here for the Badgers.
Buckner, left side, stays on
Good
his feet.
cut.
5-10,
Good
touchdown! Jaden Buckner in for 6, and the Badgers take the lead back 23-17. You called it the jumbo package, or jumbo for Snow at least in this case.
Yeah.
Takes it in for 6.
Yeah, you're not able to run the ball. How about get an extra blocker back there? Well, really 2 extra blockers when you get the tight end plus that other running back in the backfield. And it makes the defense have to focus on 2 guys, not know where it's coming from. But Buckner, I love that run. Planted that right foot, just juked just one way, just a little bit to let one guy go past him, and then was able to dance into the end zone.
Badgers will attempt the PAT here, 23-17. What a start to the quarter. And for as bad offensively as the third quarter was for Snow, first minute went pretty darn good. Snaps good, hold good, kick is on its way, and it is through for the extra point. With 14 minutes and 2 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter, Snow College 24, Garden City 17 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Channel 10, and SnowTV.
Doesn't that sound relaxing? At Risk Managers, we want to help you always feel that relaxed. So when you hear this, or this, or this, you know that you're protected. Peace of mind insurance solutions for individuals and businesses so that you can always sit back and enjoy your drink.
.02 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Badgers get the lead back 24-17. It's a good time to be a Badger, Greg. All 4, I meant to mention this in pregame or halftime, all 4 fall sports are ranked in the top 20.
That's neat.
Volleyball's 8. Both soccer teams are in the top 20, and football at 13. So great start to the year for the Badgers. As the return opportunity here for Garden City. Heads to the outside, makes one guy miss. There is a hole and a big one. Second level midfield, 45-40, one man to beat and dragged out of bounds at the 30-yard line. That was an issue in the first half for Snow College, and now Garden City has excellent field position at the 31-yard line. An excellent return from Rakim El.
It's funny, just similar. Both teams similar, just blow by blow by blow. Snow gets a nice punt return. moves their offense up, gives them a chance to do something. Same thing, Garden City with a kick return right here. And really good job by Damian Singleton for Snow, the defensive back out of Alta High School, who ran down the sideline to keep that from being 6.
Now the good news for the Badgers, you've been pretty good when they've been inside the 35. Have given up, 3 total points? When Garden City's been this deep in your own territory?
That's right.
Delaney has remained the quarterback. Claps the hands, sends the tailback out in motion. Back to pass. Steps up, going to take a shot at the end zone. One-on-one there, and it is incomplete. A little over the head, but good job getting in front of the guy. Wesley Valgerson again. That was perfect coverage, Greg. Just kind of cut him off from the ball.
Yep, just running with your guy, staying in front of him. Don't let him cut in. You called that just right. Don't let him step back to the ball to try and make a play. Just run up the field with him.
2nd down and 10 for Garden City. They got trips far side. Really a tight end there on that far side. Single receiver near side and a tailback for Travis Delaney. Badgers show 3 at the line of scrimmage with an edge backer off the left side. Delaney, clap the hands. It's an option keep to the outside. Delaney tucks and runs, has some space, and smartly falls down. He's going to get drilled. Gains 8 yards. Very heads-up play from Travis Delaney, and that will bring up 2nd and short. 3rd and short, excuse me.
Yeah, if you're the coaching staff for Garden City, you want to keep your quarterback safe, but you maybe could have fought a little bit more for that first down right there.
3rd and 2. And I think you're clear. The way they've moved the ball, you got to be in 4-down territory at this point. This deep in the 4th quarter, down a full touchdown.
And 3rd and 4th and short. Who's won today? Snow College has. Let's see if they're able to on this drive.
Delaney moves his tight end from right to left, claps the hands. It's an off snap, gives to the back. 1st down run from Ed Williams, the sophomore. Needed 3, really, and got 4. So 1st down does move the sticks here for Garden City.
Yeah, Williams didn't even need to worry about getting hit until he was past the 1st down marker. That road grader offensive line had created something in front of him, and he just ran right behind him. Good blocking up front.
1st and 10 now at the 19-yard line for the Broncbusters. 12:28 to go here in the 4th quarter. Badgers lead at 24-17 if you just joined us. Snow's led for a good chunk of this game, but Garden City did tie it in the 3rd quarter. Delaney brings that tight end from right to left, claps the hands. It's a give to the back left side. Tries to get to the edge. An obvious hold that does get called as the flag gets thrown. That was Ed Williams again on the carry left side. Got 4 or 5 yards, but this is coming back.
I was trying to see, was that Angelo Turo coming from all the way the other side? That defensive end, rush outside backer coming from the other end, just came down the line and was able to make the play. Now, it's going to be called back because of the hold, but he did a good job not giving up on that play. He was on the complete other side when he started.
1st down and 10 will become 1st and 20 now for Garden City. Back them up to the 29-yard line. 12:09 to play. Been a hot day here in Ephraim. There's been a little more cloud coverage. It's cooled off maybe 5-ish degrees with the cloud coverage.
This booth is hotter than I've ever been in a booth calling a game.
It was pretty toasty last night up at Juan Diego.
Last night was hot too, but this one's worse.
It was 7 at night last night, not 12 in the afternoon here too. So
yeah.
Delaney claps the hands. It's going to be a run up the gut. Badgers, no, it's a play action. Fooled me. Pass to the end zone. It's overthrown. There is a flag thrown. And I think they're blowing this just dead completely. I think there was maybe a pre-snap thing here, Greg. I thought I heard whistles.
Somebody offsides there? Just somebody lining up offsides for the Badgers? Or is it a false start? Those are kind of your 2 options if they blew it dead.
I think it's a neutral zone infraction. Yeah.
One of those Badgers had a helmet over the football, probably.
Are they saying chop block? Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. So 1st and 20 is now about to become 1st and 35?
But did they blow the play dead? They must not have. We must have been wrong.
Yeah, I thought I heard a whistle early.
So somebody must have been engaged high while another offensive lineman went low on one of the Badger defenders.
Looking at penalties here, yeah. Snow's been very good penalty-wise. 3 for 37 today.
Yeah,
that is excellent for a Week 1 game. Garden City, that's their 10th penalty, and that puts them over 100 yards in penalties.
a week one game, and something I've noticed for years, these junior college kids have something to prove. And these early games, I've noticed it against Iowa Western, and there's a little bit of emotion going out there, and Snow's played very well to keep that in check.
Back goes in motion for Delaney. Back to pass. Steps up on 1st and 35. He's going to go for it all here. It's high and incomplete, and a flag's thrown.
Jeez, and that is nowhere near to being – that's 5 yards above the head of the receiver, but that official is very firm in his call out there.
It's an automatic first down. Yeah. Oh, boy, that is deflating.
Yeah.
The whole Badger coaching staff is saying it was too high.
And about 4,000 people in the stands. I don't know how many. I don't know how many Terry Foote Stadium holds, but everybody's doing the same motion.
Jeez. I just said the Badgers had been played such clean football, and that penalty comes at a really bad time.
Yeah, and people are going to be upset at the official, and okay, whatever. But you also didn't need to do that if you're the Badger defensive back.
We're not saying there was no contact made. That's not what makes the call bad, right?
You also didn't need to go through the receiver like that. That was completely unnecessary. Even if it was a well-thrown ball, you could have made a play on that without running over the receiver.
So now 1st and 10 at the 30. Is after all those penalties, you had 1st and 35, and you give up a penalty on the first down.
Yeah, that's deflating.
Delaney, handoff, balls on the ground, and the Badgers have it.
I'm not even going to tell you who recovered that, folks. It doesn't even need to be said. You can guess.
Fale Atuia. Keep padding those stats, young man. What a game.
Wow, what a game for him. The tackles for loss, the sacks, that one chase down tackle that he had on was it 2nd or 3rd down? One of those where it would have been a clear first down for the quarterback if he didn't chase him down from behind. And now just a bad snap, bad handoff. Who's Johnny on the spot? Atuai is back there as quick as possible to fall on that one and give the offense the ball back with 11 minutes left. See if Snow comes out with that 2-back set they're going to again. I like it.
Got the single tight end on the right side as well. One receiver to either side, still keeping those corners out wide. As Dylan Story and this backfield did some good things on their last drive. See if they can go a little bit longer this time. It's a give. Talapapa, left side, spins out of the initial hit, keeps the legs turning. It's a gain of 6.5 from Talapapa on first down.
Yeah, that outside backer came quick on a blitz, but Tala was just quicker to step right past him and get through the line. You watch these kids in high school, you sometimes wonder is the way they play going to translate to the next level. I saw Tala, we've mentioned it ad nauseum here. I've seen him run over guys for years. Is it going to translate to the faster, more physical junior college game? So far, this second half, the answer is absolutely.
It's averaging over 6 yards a carry on 5 carries. So give here, right side, cut back. Tala fights forward, first down. Talapapa making an impact off the Badger bench. Takes it forward, moves the sticks. Snow gets the first down. Had an excellent start to his Badger career here in the second half. He's going to get a breather here.
Yeah, and they're going to a more wide set. Man, it's working.
This is interesting.
I know sometimes you got to give guys a rest, but
to go empty set here, kind of interesting. Are they going draw?
Yeah, we'll see.
Do you have another quarterback in case Dylan gets hurt here? Back to pass. Story rolls out to his left. Going to step up and throw. Has a receiver there. Caught. First down. Nice snag on the far side from Rockwell Magleby. And Story did a good job getting out of the pressure and delivered a perfect ball.
I like his routes. I like Magleby's routes today. Even when they haven't been complete, he's ran a good route to get himself a little bit of separation. And right there, he did the same thing. He's a kid that I'm excited to keep watching here this season. I've liked his game today.
First down and 10. We got an injured Broncbuster out there for Garden City. Let's take a quick break. We'll be right back and bring you more football coverage. 9:55 to go in the fourth. Snow 24 and driving Garden City 17.
Sanpete Steel in Moroni was founded in 1994 and is one of the major steel construction companies in the Intermountain West. Specializing in structural steel fabrication and assembly, Sanpete Steel's impressive portfolio includes the Hales Theater in Sandy and structures on the campuses of the University of Utah, BYU, and UVU. Sanpete Steel in Moroni, where their motto is done right and on time at 685 East Main Street. Call today at 800-261-1026. That's 800-261-1026. Or go to sanpetesteel.com.
Welcome back on in. Good to see that player for Garden City. I didn't catch the number, Greg. I should have looked at that. My apologies there. 50 is what Joe says. Number 50.
Ramel Parker?
Yes. 1st and 10, though, after the completion to Rockwell Magleby from Dylan Story. Story takes the snap. It's a give left side. And a nice run. Shedding tackles, staying on his feet. First down and then some. 15, 10-5. Second touchdown of the game for Jaden Buckner. Boy, has he come alive.
Wow. What a second half for Buckner. Second touchdown, running out of that heavy set in the backfield. They might have found something right there on that one. Sometimes you wonder when you're watching a game when an offense is just sputtering. What are you going to do? What are you going to do different? You've practiced this all year, whatever this is. What are you going to do different to change it up? It's not working. Well, Coach Zach Erickson recognized that, went to the two bigger back in the backfield set with a tight end, and it's working. Buckner and Talapapa both. Sorry, Tanner.
You're good, brother. 30-17. It was 17 apiece after the pick six. There was just this hush in the stadium, right? Is this going to be a repeat of last year, right? We saw those kind of plays. The Badgers have answered. It's a two-score game with 9:34 to go. 31-17. Snow leads it. We'll be right back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Team Hive, and SnowTV.
I thought there was only one way to do college. I knew I needed training to set me up for a great career, but I didn't have 4 years. Snow helped me discover that college doesn't have to be about sitting in classes, counting down the hours. They showed me a way to get the edge I needed, and fast. The best part was with their low-cost programs and tuition assistance, I didn't have to go into debt. I was able to earn my certificate and start working right away. Snow College. This is college.
Got to give a shout out to the first man of Snow College Athletics, Mr. Nate Johnson, making sure we're staying hydrated, dropping off a little H2O for us in between
Nate,
breaks.
Man, he does so much for Snow. I mean, obviously it's not his career. He's a insurance man at Risk Managers, the owner down there. But Karen, he supports her, and he's here running the clock. He's doing stats. He does whatever they need.
Do some road games with me, I
believe.
believe.
He does the color commentary with you occasionally when he goes on the road.
Fun guy to talk to.
He's a good dude.
You never walk away from a conversation with Nate feeling worse than you did before, which I think is
a good compliment, Tanner. That's like in his eulogy. I hope he doesn't die. I love me some Nate.
Return opportunity here for the Broncbusters. The Badgers field this a little better, at least I thought they did. It's a spin out again, and the tackle made at least past the 27. So that was looking iffy yet again. Rakim L's got some good speed in open space and some shiftiness to him, but he's brought down at the 27.
Cole Edmonds for the Badgers was able to finally bring him down quickly down there, running down the court. John Mancuso for the Badgers. Number 39 was hustling down the field, just not able to make the play, but made him come back outside where Badgers were able to finish it off. And, geez, you'll take it inside the 30 for the Badgers this game. They'll take that, man. Keep it on the Broncbuster side of the field, and you'll take it on a kickoff.
Garden City's 2 for 9 on third downs today. Snow 10 of 18.
Killed them. Yeah, it's the difference in the game. It really is.
First down and 10 now. Delaney takes the snap. Back to pass. Throws a dart over the middle. It's high and incomplete. Trying to get that to Rakim L.
Yeah, and the pressure, Fale Atawaya again coming through there. Didn't get the hit. Won't go down with a. Maybe it's a QB hurry. I don't know if they keep that stat, but he was there laying the lumber right as Delaney let go of that one.
9:19 to play here in the fourth quarter. Badgers with a 31-17 lead. It was 17 apiece after the pick six.
Should we give you a name for Mr. Fale that he's reminded me of today? I'm going there. I saw the look, and you know where I'm going with this one. He's looking Van Noy out there, buddy. I know, Kyle's about your favorite player, and that's almost sacrilegious to compare anybody to him, but
I had the thought too.
So, yes, I love it.
Delaney
and
escapes.
He's going to grab a hold right there too. Foley's going to. They're throwing it back in the middle, but it was out at the outside as well.
Delaney scampers out of bounds, but yeah, this is going to come back. I thought
Keep going with it. I love it. Yeah.
He's my all-time favorite college athlete,
yeah.
football or basketball,
yeah.
more than Jimmer Fredette, which if you know me and know how much I love BYU sports, Kyle Van Noy had a long NFL career. He's still technically, I think he's kind of waiting to see
not officially retired.
Doesn't really want to go into a camp and do all that stuff, but just come and pass rush.
That went against Snow.
Really?
That penalty went against Snow. Even
it was against the offense, but they
declined
they declined it.
Snow declines it, so 3rd down and 5. Well, you take the loss of down, I guess. I don't know that I've ever seen that before.
Why? That's strange.
I don't know that I've ever seen that before. 2 receivers to either side.
He's just trusting his defense.
For Delaney. Back to pass. Goes down. The ball comes out. Caleb Miller forced the fumble. Who's got it? Badgers say they have it.
Who's the smart one out there, us or Zach Erickson? I'll give it to Zach Erickson there. Made the right call and gets the ball back to his offense with a 2-touchdown lead.
The way that defensive line, Greg, has played, the linebackers coming off it's just been the difference in the game across the board.
Yep, especially these last couple of drives, those defensive linemen have taken over down there. You see number 91 for the Badgers down there giving a lot of
Fuapana Mama.
Thank you. Mama, there goes that man. Did you already do that?
Earlier, yeah.
I think you did.
I regretted it, though, because I don't like Mark Jackson. But anyway.
That's funny. Hand down, man down. for our late folks tuning in, we'll give that to.
I was not a Mark Jackson broadcasting fan. I knew he wouldn't last as an NBA head coach. And the 2 years he coached was when I was a missionary. So I didn't even miss the Mark Jackson not on the air stage until he was eventually fired by ESPN. No one needed to know that. It's 1st and 10. Dylan
funny.
Story gives Tala. Tala's got some blocking to the outside. Cuts back, and a flag is going to fly here, likely against Snow College, as Tala fought for 3, maybe 4 yards. See what the call is here.
If it's a block in the back, that's going to go against the Badgers. Let's see this. Nope, holding. Okay.
So 1st and 10 will now become 1st and 20. Or is it from the spot here? So it was a little bit further back.
Can't be further back. It can't be more than 10 yards. That's the rule. That's the BYU rule. If it's above the line of scrimmage, ahead of the line of scrimmage, you can go back 10 yards.
That's right.
But otherwise, it's just from the line of scrimmage.
From the line of scrimmage, that's
We'll
right.
just Lavelle Edwards rule right there.
I don't know that I've ever heard that.
Well, a holding when you're a passing team is much more penalty, and so Lavelle petitioned for that for years as BYU head coach, saying it's 15-yard penalty because it's 5 yards in the backfield. Yeah. You're welcome.
Don't think I knew that piece of information.
There you go.
Blitz comes in a hurry here. The give to Tala. Tala falls forward, stays on his feet, gains 3 or 4. Boy, that was the right read.
Coming.
It was a hot route by that DN to crash in there. My goodness. 2nd down and 17 to go for the Badgers, keeping it on the ground here. And, Greg, this split back set's been much more effective, right? You went to the 5 set for a play and then came back out with it just to kind of mix some things up, right? We were maybe kind of questioning Coach Erickson.
Yeah.
What do we know?
But, Jaden Buckner and Tala Papa have done great things. Now just one of them back there, one more in an H-back position up closer to the line.
2 receivers near side for Dylan Story. Brings that tight end from right to left. Play action. Story gets it to that tight end in the flat and is brought down for a minimal gain as he got that to Dumas.
Yeah, second time they've tried that play. It hasn't worked either time. First time was right down near the line of scrimmage. And it's a good play. It's a play I really like. It's that just sneak that H-back. You send him in motion before the snap, and then you bring him back after the snap. And a lot of times you can catch a defense kind of, if they don't rotate correctly, you can catch them sleeping. But it hasn't worked today against the Broncbusters.
3rd down and 16. Trips to the far side, single receiver near side here for Dylan Story. Talatala at his right hip. Story brings a receiver from right to left. Takes the snap. Pass play, far side, and this just is thrown away. Just never really was going to have a chance at it.
Yeah. Either a miscommunication or Story just decided we're just getting rid of this one. Garden City's coming quick at me. I'm tossing it up out of bounds, and we just won't lose yards.
Badgers, see if they go field goal here,
I
or
would
if they're going to go with punt. Yeah, you're up 2 scores, 6 minutes left.
Yeah. 51-yard field goal attempt. Yeah, no. Not up 2 scores.
Would you attempt it in a tie game?
Tie, I think I would punt as well. Yeah, I don't know that I would. Maybe if I'm down. Obviously, if I'm down,
right?
Yeah, if I'm down 3, maybe I would try it. But if I'm up, I'm just going to pin them deep. Especially the way this Badger defense has been playing, man. Holy cow. They've been playing well this second half.
Badgers take the timeout. We'll take it as well on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, CentralCom, Channel 10, and SnowTV.
The Snow College campus store has something for every member of the family to show their Badger pride. They have hoodies, mugs, car stickers, and more. Online students and parents can get in on the fun too, because now the campus store is online at store.snow.edu. Go there now for all of your Snow College apparel needs. Visit store.snow.edu. That's store.snow.edu.
For over 70 years, Cache Valley Bank has been a part of Utah's financial landscape with 23 branches across the state of Utah. Cache Valley Bank isn't just a bank. We're neighbors, partners, and your financial advisors.
Committed to building stronger communities one transaction at a time with secure and reliable solutions, whether it's buying a home, expanding your business, or simply managing your day-to-day finances.
Visit any Cache Valley Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
What was it?
Joseph Brandt, 51 yards just to the left. Had the leg for it.
Did we just barely get back here off of that? Yeah, they were going to punt. And we talked about that, Tanner, that we thought that, we would consider, I would have punted right there, but Joseph Brandt had the leg there. Can't blame Coach Erickson for choosing that when you know your kicker has the leg just a little bit off to the left there. But a good try. Would have put him up 3 scores.
31-17, and maybe that's part of it too. You trust your defense up 2 scores.
Sure
that's part of it as far as the decision-making goes. They're still sticking with Travis Delaney. He's the one guy that's led a touchdown drive today.
Yeah.
So he has been the main guy at quarterback. Takes the snap. Back to pass. Pocket collapsing. Delaney just slides down for a loss of 2.
Would have gotten eaten up if he didn't.
I guess he was swinging in from behind.
Yeah.
File Atoia. It's a loss of 2. 2nd and 12. Does that count as a sack?
It's got, or is it just a QB run? I'm not sure.
I would have ruled him a runner because he started to take off and then just slid down. But 2nd and 12 for Delaney. 6 minutes to play here in the 4th. Pocket holds well here for Delaney. Back to pass. He's rolling out to his left now and just scampers out of bounds. So Delaney got a half a yard out of that.
Yeah, defensive backs keeping the receivers in front of them, doing a great job to not allow those quick Garden City receivers to run past them. Playing at altitude in this kind of heat, that's probably wearing down. You see some of those Garden City receivers just kind of walking back. It's wearing you out.
Long bus ride to get out here.
Yeah.
5:33 remaining here in the 4th. Badgers with a 2-score lead. 2 receivers to either side. Delaney, false start. Everyone but the center.
Yeah.
It was just 2 or 3 guys, not the whole.
Yeah, that tackle out here trying to get a head start. Because Fale's coming, ears pinned back.
So 3rd and 12 will become 3rd and 17 with the penalty. Snow gets the ball back here, Greg. It is going to be clock management to a
I
T.
would think so, yeah.
It's been mostly running in the second half either way, but that's going to be the plan here.
Yeah, Garden City still does have all 3 timeouts, so need to get something going, though, for the Broncbusters.
2 to either side for Delaney. Bad snap, ends up on the turf. Delaney picks it up, throws over the middle, picked off. Badgers have it 35, 30, 25, brought down at about the 21-yard line. That was picked off by Drayson Afuvai. And the turnovers have just been piling up here in this fourth quarter.
Yeah. Talked about it, didn't we? Talked about that defense and the special teams needing to make something happen for the offense, and both did. Both did here, especially in this fourth quarter, exclusively in this fourth quarter, really. I guess you had that one punt return that was in the third quarter. But anyway, good job by the defense, and Drayson just stepping on that route, and really there was nobody there. That was right to him. Easiest interception he's ever had.
First down and 10. Badgers will have it at the 20-yard line here with 5:01 remaining. On their way to a 1-0 start, a top 10 win to start the season at home. Got conference play to look forward to. You got kind of a tweaker, a game next week that you can kind of tweak some things and get some other guys some reps before you get into the belly of the beast that is the Southwest Junior College Football Conference. Story takes the snap, handoff Tala. Right side, Tala Papa gets to that edge, is tripped up, and maybe loses half a yard to no gain.
Pretty good tackle out there by Garden City. Was that 8? That was out there that made?
I believe so.
Yeah, Ronald Olabreese.
Loss of a yard, second down and 11. Clock runs now at 4:40 for Snow College. 2 receivers far side with the tight end. Single receiver near side for Story with Talapapa at his hip. Story goes hard count. Gets that new play call in from the sideline. Story, 3 on the play clock, claps the hands, back to pass. Going to take a shot at the end zone. It's a high ball, and that's picked off in the end zone. Taken away, was that number 8, Ronald Olabrisi again?
Same one with the hit, yeah. That one looked like it was to him. It was he had a better chance at that one than the Snow Badger receiver ever did.
Badgers turn it over. The good news, you're up 2 scores, and your defense is not given an inch here in this fourth quarter.
Would have liked to have run maybe 30 seconds to a minute more off the clock here, but 4 minutes left here, and Garden City going to need to make something happen. They've had some big plays, a couple of big plays. Yep.
First down and 10 now for Garden City. 4:06 to play here in the fourth quarter. Down 2 scores, and the way they have not moved the football, going to need a miracle. And a new quarterback in here. It's a bad snap. Falls on it.
Yeah,
number 12 is in at quarterback now.
Yeah, it's been a problem for them here in this second half. Those snaps have just not been good. Conrad Gomez, that is a 4th different quarterback. Not only are you taking a bus across the country, you're bringing 4 quarterbacks on a bus. A lot of times they'll shorten how many guys come, but you look across there, Garden City's got a good lineup out there. A lot of kids, a lot of guys playing for them.
Gomez, again, the 4th quarterback. Snow's played 3 today. Garden City's played 4.
Yeah.
Gomez to pass, throws far side, completes. Receivers met immediately and then drops it right at the last second. So ball falls incomplete. Second down and 17 becomes 3rd and 17. Rome Martin in on the play. One of the few returning guys on defense from a year ago. Got some action at corner. 3rd down and 17 for Garden City. So we've seen 7 quarterbacks in this game, Greg, take snaps.
How often do you see that? Never.
That's NFL wild. Preseason.
Yeah, right.
That's about it.
That's funny.
Delay a game. Clock's at 3:22. And Garden City going to get the...
And I don't want to say they're giving up here, but it's Not trying too hard.
5-yard penalty. So 3rd and 17. You're not quite to half the distance with a 5-yarder yet, so 3rd and 22 here. Well, we got 2 receivers near side, trips to the far right. Conrad Gomez in shotgun. Claps the hands, back to pass. Stands up, throws high over the middle. It's bobbled and caught. Out past the 20. It's not going to be enough for a first down, but a good completion across the middle. Excuse me, that's number 0, Raheem L.
Might have had a little bit of room to run if he wouldn't have bobbled that, but good job to keep his concentration and pull it in when he did bobble.
It's 4th down. They're going for it, or at least showing they are.
Yeah.
Oh, and they spiked it. Wait.
I don't think he realized it was 4th down. Yeah, I hate. Kind of feel for a guy there. 4th quarterback in the game, and he was trying to stop the clock there. Not sure.
Oh, that's too bad.
But even stopping the clock with 3 minutes left.
That seems early.
Yeah.
So it's a turnover on downs. Don't know that I've ever seen that.
That's a weird spot. Yeah. Interesting. Well, Snow will get the ball back, able to run some clock and maybe punch another one in. If you know Zach Erickson, you know he's going for another touchdown. Matters in these rankings. It matters for that kind of stuff. So, and rankings and really just the feelings of your team. You feel good about it.
Well, you threw an interception on your last drive.
Yeah.
Hey, let's
finish one
on a positive note here. Split back set, single receiver to either side with a tight end on the right side. Story takes the snap, gives to Tala. Talapapa, big hole, heads up that gut, falls forward to the 15-yard line. An excellent run from Talapapa, gain of 7 on 1st and 10. He's very good at weaving his way, Greg. Those little opportunities and holes he gets, he's very good at weaving his way through those.
While still moving forward. That's one thing I love about him. Yeah, while still moving forward, not sometimes you'll see a guy lose his momentum when he's trying to weave through the line, but he's still going forward.
2nd down and 4. Game clock's at 2:25. Story takes the snap. Gives to Tala, left side, follows that lead block, falls forward, is going to be just about there, about a half-yard shy of the first down.
I don't think they're going to do this. I would be shocked if they did this. Gordon City's selling out on the run here. You could probably pop something over the middle and get an easy 6 throwing the ball, but
2-minute timeout.
There we go.
We'll take it. Snow leads at 31-17 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Snow TV, and Centricom Channel 10.
This school year will be different.
This year, I'll do my assignments on time.
I will listen to my teacher.
I solemnly swear.
I won't eat any glue.
I'll do my homework every night.
Every night.
Research? No problem.
School, I got this.
This year will be different. Visit Centricom.com to power your education with the best internet experience. Everyone succeeds with School to the Power of Centricom.
CO Building Systems in Ephraim manufactures a complete line of pre-engineered metal buildings of all sizes. Plus, they are your headquarters for custom metal roof and wall panels for your home or business, including all trim and accessories. All of their roof and wall panels are available in several gauges and over 20 different colors. For a free cost estimate or more information, contact CO Building Systems in Ephraim. 800-262-5347. That's 800-262-5347. Online at cobuildings.com.
Welcome back on in. Badgers lead at 31-17. 2-minute timeout. 3rd and short here. Dylan Story takes the snap. It's a give. Tala up the gut. Falls forward. Gets to the 10-yard line. And that will give the Badgers a first down. If Garden City elects not to take timeouts, Snow could kneel this out here, in theory.
Yeah, good block there by Jaden Buckner coming across. It would have been an easy play for the outside linebacker coming down the line to make a play on Talapapa that time, but Buckner picked him up. Those 2 running backs blocking for each other have been fun to watch here in this 4th quarter.
Buckner giving a little Fui Vakapuna vibes from that fullback spot.
Yeah.
Capable runner, but also a fantastic blocker. 1st and goal from the 10. Under 2 minutes. here for Dylan's story. Play clock is at 6. Takes the snap. Gives to Tala. Tala stumbles. Falls forward. It takes him a minute to get brought down, doesn't it? I mean, he gets hit immediately, but falls forward down to about the 8-yard line.
Another nice block out of the backfield by Buckner. Yeah, Jaden Buckner. Yeah, he's doing a great job blocking.
Second and goal.
2 touchdowns for him.
Yes. 7 carries, 64 yards, 2 scores.
Take a 10-yard average, won't you? 9-yard average.
Yep. Play clock's at a minute. Split back set still here for Story. Single receiver to either side. Gives to Tala. Tala left side. Bottled up. And for the Badgers, it'll bring up 3rd and goal.
Oh, they do have to run one more. You're a second off. I was watching that play clock to see if they're going to have to play row one more or just be done. I think, is Coach Erickson saying to take a knee here?
I think so.
Yeah.
Victory formation's what we're going to see here. Final 20 seconds. So the Badgers are going to move to 1-0. It's their largest margin of victory against Garden City. The previous 3 meetings, a combined 7 points. Today they're going to get a 17-point win, as that will do it. Final score, Snow College 31, Garden City 17. We'll have our postgame show coming up next right here on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Channel 10, and SnowTV.
I'm Dr. Brandon Beck, and I'm one of the general surgeons at Central Valley Medical Center. One of the best parts of my job as a general surgeon is to interact with a wide variety of people. And many of those people have experienced chronic conditions or painful things for many years. And there is nothing better than helping them to work through those conditions and to have an improved quality of life. I'm happy to be back in Utah at Central Valley Medical Center serving the people in our community.
Visits to the dentist cause great anxiety and fear in some people, further jeopardizing oral and overall health. This is Dr. Douglas. We not only deliver optimal dental care, we make you comfortable while we do it.
Douglas Dentistry's patients love listening to music or watching a movie during treatment. Some patients prefer nitrous oxide or laughing gas or conscious sedation.
Call Douglas Dentistry today, 283-3800. That's 283-3800. Find us on Facebook or click on douglasdentistryephrem.com.
We are all part of a team. Whether you are the quiet hero or the newest recruit, the steady anchor or the moral support, your team needs you. At Intermountain Health, Sanpete Valley Hospital, we want to be part of your team. Partner with us on your health and continue to be a game changer for your teammates.
My art is an expression of my identity. As an artist, my identity is everything. Every stroke I make depicts my purpose, and every signature brings my dreams to life. I am La Morena. With my style check-in account from Mountain America Credit Union, I can create with confidence, knowing I have built-in identity protection. This premium future lets me stay focused and bring college to the world. Open a new check-in account today. Make my style your lifestyle.
Doesn't that sound relaxing? At Risk Managers, we want to help you always feel that relaxed. So when you hear this, or this, or this, you know that you're protected. Peace of mind insurance solutions for individuals and businesses, so that you can always sit back and enjoy your drink.
Sanpete Steel and Moroni was founded in 1994 and is one of the major steel construction companies in the Intermountain West. Specializing in structural steel fabrication and assembly, Sanpete Steel's impressive portfolio includes the Hales Theater in Sandy and structures on the campuses of the University of Utah, BYU, and UVU. Sanpete Steel and Moroni, where their motto is done right and on time, at 685 East Main Street. Call today at 800-261-1026. That's 800-261-1026. Or go to sanpetesteel.com.
I thought there was only one way to do college. I knew I needed training to set me up for a great career, but I didn't have 4 years. Snow helped me discover that college doesn't have to be about sitting in classes, counting down the hours. They showed me a way to get the edge I needed, and fast. The best part was with their low-cost programs and tuition assistance, I didn't have to go into debt. I was able to earn my certificate and start working right away. Snow College. This is college.
Welcome back on in. Our final score here from Snow College. Snow gets the win, a ranked win. 13th ranked Snow 31, 10th ranked Garden City Community College 17. Your final score, Greg. This Badger defense has got a squad this year. I think that's your big takeaway from week one.
Absolutely. You give up that one big play on a broken coverage in the defensive secondary, that 40-yard touchdown pass. Other than that, they were so tough. Yeah, really impressed with the defense today against a quality opponent.
Got to figure out some quarterback stuff, obviously, and that was an issue last year, and you hate to have to talk about that week one, but Steve Smedley does not play to begin with because he's injured. Benson gets injured in the first half. Bryce Benson, Jack Thau doesn't play anything too special. Dylan Story, did a good job. He led a couple touchdown drives, so you have some security in that. But you don't want to have to rely on your fourth quarterback to get wins.
Yeah.
You'd rather him win with him, obviously, but the Badgers really relied on that defense, and then in the second half figured something out with that split back set, having a halfback and a fullback back there.
Yeah, in that fourth quarter, did such a good thing. You had the pick six that made the score 17-17, and then Snow finished it off with 2 touchdowns from Jaden Buckner after they went to that heavy set, running the ball a little bit better, and they may have found something in that for the rest of this season. Just to go on with the defense really quick, just one team stat that I found interesting. Garden City, 31 carries for 36 yards. That's a good defense by Snow.
Wow. Yeah, that you can't ask for more than that.
Yep.
If you're keeping them at under 3 yards a carry, that's pretty good. Under 2 is elite.
Yeah.
And near 1, pretty darn good.
Yep. You talked about the third down efficiency.
Oh, yes.
Garden City was 2 of 12. Fourth down, they were 0 of 3. Snow was 11 of 21 and 1 of 1 on 11 of 21 on third down, 1 of 1 on fourth down. So great job
Very
there.
nice. Yeah. Very nice. We don't officially have a player of the game, but we can still give one away. We know who it is.
Yes.
We've said it all afternoon.
There's no guessing
zero
what's in Greg's
question. For Fale Atuia is our player of the game. He finishes with 9 total tackles, 4 solo TFLs, 5 total TFLs, 3 total sacks. A quarterback hurry is kept, Greg. That is a stat that's kept.
All right.
And he had the lone one there. But the Badgers as a team, by the way, 7 sacks, by the Badgers, an interception and 2 fumble recoveries. So that defense came out swinging, and good to see. I was impressed by on the opening drive when they bent and didn't break. Right, like there were some moments where you're thinking, okay, this might there might be some challenges here with some of the athletes Garden City has, and from that drive on, the one broken play, that's it. Otherwise, a near perfect game from the defense. So.
Yeah, 6 tackles. Jaden Manwaring, Drayson Afuve, with 6 as well. So those are some of the. Will Warner with 5 tackles, had a nice punt return.
I like Will Warner a lot.
Yeah, as well. Yeah, LaDanian Wall, offensively, 5 catches, 84 yards. That big 40-yard one early in the game.
Yeah, I 5 for 84s. That's wide receiver 1 type numbers, and I think the Badgers may have found their wide receiver 1 today. And then Buckner with the 7 for 63 and 2 scores. You're gladly going to take that from your fullback.
Yeah.
Talapapa finishes with 12 carries for 43 at 3.6 a pop, and the Aqualis Jordan finishes with 14 for 57 and a score. So he was very happy about his running backs, and I thought they did a solid job today. There were some inconsistencies on offense, but you end up with 127 yards rushing. So compared to 36. So you'll take that.
There you go.
Greg, You sick of me yet after last night?
Heck no, dude. We got a whole season to go.
We could go for a while.
And then basketball.
Yeah. We got more high school football, more Badger football. You and I, our group text with another friend during BYU football games is always very, very active.
Yes.
When those goes down, we got Jazz are going to be fun to watch this year for the first time in 3-4 years.
Good sports year.
BYU basketball is going to be fun. Badger basketball with 2 new coaches, both. And the fall sports for Snow College as well. Men's soccer about to have a match right now just over at their field.
Joe's hustling to get down there.
We're going to wrap the broadcast up for that reason, but go check that out over on the north side of town. So big thanks to you, Greg. As always, good to be with you. Enjoy the rest of your hot Saturday. My gosh, I tell you, it was a cooker today here in Ephraim, even with some of the cloud coverage. So big thanks to our camera folks tonight, or this afternoon. Bentley Schaefer, he was with us last night. We had the same 3. We just didn't have Brad.
Yeah,
otherwise, the crew
Brad
was
James.
the exact same.
Yeah.
So as well as Emily Ann Sheldon. She is a new student here at Snow College.
She's in my ward.
A very
I know
nice
Emily
thing.
Ann.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
She was last year.
She's been in your ward before. There you go. Very nice. Joe was telling me she's got a lot of great experience at her high school in California. Knows a TriCaster better than he does, is what he told me. Those were his words.
Wow.
So that's a pretty high praise. So. And a big thanks, as always, to our Director of Broadcasting, Mr. Joe Williams, getting us on the air, making things happen on that front. Big thanks to Jason Pipes back in our Mid-Utah radio studios, making sure we got out in Radio Land. Big thanks to Athletic Director Karen Johnson, President Stacy McKiff, and all those involved here at Snow College Athletics. Your final score here at Ephraim and Robert Stoddard Field at Terry Foote Stadium. The number 13 Snow College Badgers win 31-17 over the 10th-ranked Garden City Community College Broncbusters. My name is Tanner Wilkinson. You've been watching and listening to Junior College Football on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Channel 10, and SnowTV. So long and good afternoon from Ephraim, Utah.
You've been listening to live Snow College Badger sports action on KMCI, the sports leader in South Central Utah. This sports broadcast has been brought to you by sports-minded sponsors throughout South Central Utah. Join us again for Snow College Badger Sports on KMCI.